Countdown for blastoff. X minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, X minus 1. Fire.
subscribe. You tuned into Shenanigoons and no one here was right. I tell you, mayhem, magic, mystery is usually the vibe. Strap in for Shenanigoons, you're awesome, you subscribe. Welcome to Shenanigoons. We love that you subscribed. You've tuned into Shenanigoons. No one here was bribed. Mayhem, magic, and mystery is usually the vibe. Strap in for Shenanigoons. You're awesome to subscribe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shenanigoons. We are that crazy fantasy industrial campaign where we like to play D&D and be goofy and be ridiculous. But today, we're going to be chill and relaxed, and some of us will be out there getting a tan. Not me, because I don't tan. I just kind of sizzle and burn. So yeah, it's a nice, awesome beach episode. Hello, players.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
Chad is concerned that Kyle may be dead because he's not moving.
Kyle, we are
Burning.
we are weekend at Burnings, Kyle.
Weekend at Merrick's.
Weekend at Merrick's.
Val's out of spell slots. We gotta kill some time. Before
We already
I know.
killed some Merrick, so now we've got to kill some
I
time.
think I'll repose him tomorrow.
Please don't kill my D&D boyfriend.
Whoa,
please.
boyfriend now, huh? Beach
We
stuff's
just had
getting
that
serious.
conversation.
I don't know, his
Had a
mom likes
heartfelt
me.
roadside
All right, let's get through all this. We are Shenanigoons, which is a crazy, silly, goofy name that we came up with a long time ago after coming up with like 1,000 different names. And I'm not joking. I bet we did.
There's
come up
so
with
many.
1,000. We have lists of names elsewhere that are all names that we can't use or won't use or whatever. And then we landed on Shenanigoons, which I think is hilarious. So I'm very happy with that. And we are here on the Nerdsmith Network bringing you hilarity and goofiness. We also turn the show into a podcast. But while we do it live, we have some audience interactions, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But first, let's talk about our sponsors. Because without them, this would not be possible. Start with World Anvil, the most robust and... I don't remember what I say here. It's been so long.
Comprehensive.
The most robust
Comprehensive world-building software on the internet today.
Comprehensive? Is that what I say?
Yep.
All right. It's completely lost now. The most robust and whatever comprehensive world-building software that exists on the internet today. It is the best. Go take a look at worldanvil.com and you will see for yourself very quickly why over 400,000 people are using this software. You can get started with a free account, and then once you're ready to step up to the big leagues, you can join the guild and get a lot more features, unlock a lot of customization options, yeah, so there's a lot of great things over there. So go take a look at worldanvil.com and light up the forge. Next, let's talk about Die Hard Dice. If you have not been following Die Hard Dice Facebook page or their Twitter page or wherever the heck they talk about the dice that they create, you are probably not going bankrupt. However, if you are following them, you probably are going bankrupt. Die Hard Dice has been releasing so many amazing, beautiful dice every week, set after set after set. I can't get over it. I just can't. There's so many incredible dice and accessories. Every single day they are blowing me away, and I get some sneak peeks occasionally on some of the things coming up, and I know some of the things coming up later this month and next month.
I want to know about them. Tell me.
I'm not telling anybody. It is just so it's ridiculous. It
But
is brokenly ridiculous how amazing these dice are.
I need to
One of the
finish
things.
my dice habit.
One of the things we love about Die Hard Dice is that they create all their own dice sets. They sell fully... You got some Kush back there behind your dice? What is that? Oh, it's a Kush bear.
It's a strawberry.
It's
It's
a
a strawberry.
strawberry. Oh, Lord. I don't care what flavor it is, as long as it... Never mind. This is a beach episode. I gotta have some... So, in the middle of our advertisement for our awesome company, one thing that I love about them is they create all their own designs. They do all of their own color work. As a matter of fact, I was on the call with Todd the other day, and his spouse was in the back working feverishly on the on some colorways and laughing at all of my jokes, which is always great. It was a lot of fun. So it was kind of neat to see the process there, to see some of the things that they're working on and coming out with. So yeah, you go follow Die Hard Dice and go bankrupt with the rest of us. Because if you want to roll with the best, you roll with Die Hard Dice.
You can use our coupon code, though.
Oh shoot, we got a coupon code. I'm so tired right now. Coupon code is Goonies, Goonies. If you're confused about how to spell that, you did not have an amazing childhood growing up with the Goonies. That we did not at all name ourselves after. Really, actually, we didn't. But
No, we didn't.
we're calling ourselves the Goonies now, or their coupon code is the Goonies now. So you can use the coupon code Goonies to do
forgive me, but
I
I'm
knew
pretty
as
sure
soon as I did that, I knew as soon as my finger hit the space bar that happened because I got the stupid screen up. So my apologies.
Hi, guys.
Hi, we're back.
You've subscribed. You've had Shenanigoons. No one was bribed. Mayhem, magic, mystery. That's usually the
I do think I have a way of fixing that. I know that some people out there may be confused about what's going on right now. We have a subscriber somebody who just subscribed, and we have special music that plays when it subscribes, and then we all stop and we do a little dance, and then the podcast people get very confused about what's going on.
Oh no, I warned them in advance.
Oh, good.
They know at the beginning of the episodes that there's possibly some out of context, bizarre music as we get donations.
So the problem is at the beginning, right now, because of the way we have things set up, we've got this new audio set up, and I just added that music back in because last week it wasn't there, but it's going through the same channel as the music. So the volume is all set the same. So next week it will not be like that. I will have it going through two separate channels, and we'll be able to adjust the volume, so I apologize about that. That will probably solve the problem, just having it louder. So yeah. Anyway, where was I? Oh, we were talking about something. Goonies. Use the coupon code Goonies to get 15% off your first or next order. That's one order, 15% off. And then if you really want to get another order with 15% off, you might be able to find another channel or two on Nerdsmith here that might have those coupon codes. Go to nerdsmith.org/content, and pretty much every show on there has a coupon code. You just got to hunt for them. Got to listen to the shows, got to enjoy the content. You have to enjoy it too to use those coupons. If you don't enjoy it, then they don't work. It's all down to our great flying spaghetti monster. Lastly, we have a very special thank you tonight. Tonight's beach episode features music from the beach bards themselves, the Reverbivores. You can find them on Facebook and can purchase their music at the link that somebody's posting over there, because after listening...
posted it.
Perfect. I think it's the reverbivores.bandcamp.com.
That is correct.
And you can be sure to catch their latest soon-to-be hit, once it is written, called Hawaii Plus 5 Bow, which I think is the greatest name for any beach song ever. So thank you again to Monty the Dino and the guys, because you rock and roll. And I think that's it.
I think Tim is actually here.
Oh,
who is
Tim
one
is
of the
here.
guitarists,
I can't see
and,
anything right now. So.
Huge hugs if he's still listening. I know that he and his wife Jill were here a few minutes ago, so we love you guys. Thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you. We were very excited when we thought about the idea of doing the beach episode last week, when you guys came up with this ridiculously crazy idea, and I threw all of my plans out the window. Because this sounded like a lot of fun to just kind of goof around on a beach episode. Sort of a relaxing vacation day before... We'll see. Before the save point, which we'll do next week. And we'll talk about the players leveling up and all the new things that are coming up. So. So everything is broken on my screen right now. Is everything working for anyone else? No, there it is. It's working.
Yeah,
all right.
it's fine for me.
Good. Everyone's where they belong. All right. So, without further ado, I would like to welcome you to Shenanigoons, and we'll be right back as soon as I get things set up. We'll be right back.
hard time not dancing to the music.
But you're supposed to dance to the music. We're back. Alrighty. And normally we would have done a recap, but I don't think we need much of a recap because there's not a lot that needs to be said about this other than maybe just something very brief. You were on a ship, a cruise ship called the Gigantic, which was the largest galleon that anybody had ever seen before. It was going along its way. You jumped off for a while, you did some stuff, you got back on it, and now it and 12 of the former crew members, or the former passengers, and everyone else who's still alive are on their way to this place, this island. This island nation that I don't know if we named yet. Did we name last time? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. Let me consult my notes.
And there is Princess Tulip and did I just do it again? No. Princess Tulip and Dak. Were the two people that you were kind of following along with. The captain was there, and quite a lot of other very rich, snooty people. So the last couple of days, you guys have been just relaxing, doing basically nothing on the ship. Merrick has had a small feud with the captain. No, I mean, sorry, the
chef.
The chef, where the chef, any chance he kind of gets that Merrick is getting some sort of food, or especially if he's getting something specially prepared, it's just not quite right. But yeah, there's that.
All because I wanted a good supply of food before we left on our away mission. To rescue these people. I'm grateful.
And only a few of us noticed that the ocean had a weird case of red tide going on.
A few of us? I think it was one of us. Who knew of us? Who just didn't say anything?
Well, you know, Merrick, you could always just have one of us order you your food and then it'll come correctly.
No.
They know we
knows?
fraternize. They'll cause a problem.
I can go invisible.
Then you'll be on a shit list too.
I can turn you invisible, Merrick.
Then I'll be on his double shit list. You don't want to be on that.
That's true.
That takes 2 flushes.
Have you
He'll just be
considered just
invisible.
apologizing?
I have attempted to do so in my way, to no avail.
Teach him a recipe. One of your mom's recipes.
Leave it on his door
Peace
with an
off
apology letter.
from the best cook in the
Assuming you have your mother's permission to share such vital, clandestine information.
You know, stands to reason. She's never given me permission to share her recipes.
Would you like me to ask?
No. No.
Bonnie could ask.
Oh, I already know most of them.
No. What?
Oh,
there you go.
knowing them is not the same as being allowed to share them.
Oh, no, I wouldn't dream of sharing them without her permission. But no, she has taught me most of them.
It was Uncle Leroy who attempted to publish one of her recipe books. It did not go well for him.
How many fingers does he have left?
Oh, all of the fingers so that he can grab the fork, but he doesn't have a tongue.
Can't taste them anymore. It's quite a deterrent.
Remind me to continue not having dinner with your mother, Merrick.
What's wrong with me, Mum?
Nothing. She's absolutely delightful.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I concur.
We don't
There's
have a
nothing-
problem with your mother.
You just warned us about having too much acquaintance with her if we didn't want to be conscripted into service.
Sack lunches don't count. It's if you come over for dinner.
I don't think I've been conscripted into anything. I think I would know that.
Yet. Oh, that was in character, by the way.
Oh,
Or rather, Adelaide just points at Merrick. Seem fairly conscripted to something right now.
So what do you all want to do now that we're about to have shore leave, as it were?
I'd like to avoid the sun.
What does one do with shore leave when you're not, like, 8 years old?
I don't know. Sunbathe, I guess. Those people are doing it. She points at some people on the deck.
most of the time when people came to the Tooth and they had shore leave, they visited the tavern and several other
Houses of ill repute.
buildings. Yeah. It's not fancy shore leave when you come to the Tooth. It's work shore leave.
Depends on the house of ill repute.
Maybe there's like some sort of sightseeing we could do. What's supposed to be on this island? Anybody know?
Sand. And a
Thanks.
very big emerald in about 15 minutes.
Well, all the more reason to find some adventure. Do what the locals do. That's usually the best way to find something interesting.
Oh, I'm being a complete idiot. And Adelaide snaps to have her hawk appear on her shoulder.
Oh,
Okay.
hello, baby.
Welcome to Shenanigans. We
Oh,
love
wait.
when you subscribe. You tuned into Shenanigans and no one here was bribed. I tell ya, mayhem, magic, mystery is usually the vibe. Strap in for Shenanigans, you're awesome, you subscribe.
Of course, it's the extended one. Thank you, Panic Station 42, for the subscription.
I read that as PlayStation 42, but
Is it?
nope, you're right. You're right. I misread it.
It's clearly prepared. It is a beach episode, and with a name like that, you know he has his towel. Or they have their towel.
That's true.
That is very true. Don't panic.
Adelaide's going to ask her hawk to fly up a ways, and she wants to look into its eyes to sort of get a lay of like what seems to be around on this island, at least what you can see from above the ship.
Well, you're still a little bit away from the island, but you can see it in the distance, so you can send your hawk off. That's fine. It's going to have to fight a little bit with the seagulls here and there, but
Get 'em.
I think it'll be fine.
Mine.
As your hawk starts to kind of swoop around the island there, and gets his kind of lay of the land, the island is actually much bigger than maybe you had kind of expected. You really can't see the edges of the island from up here. You have to go much higher, which your hawk probably could, but I don't know if there's a range for your looking through its eyes.
There is. Let me look at the spell. It says that my distance, as long as I'm within 100 feet of it, so there will be a point where I can't.
So what you can see is that there's a lot to... One section of the island is kind of very barren and rocky. Another section of the island is very thick with tropical plants and jungle. And there's this huge mountainous sort of structure in the center. It seems to be kind of standalone. The rocky side kind of builds up into it a little bit, but it's not like a series of mountains, and then all of a sudden, and just in the center, there's just this huge mountain.
It looks natural.
It looks as natural as a mountain in the middle of an island by itself could.
Okay. I just meant like it's not like stonework. It's like looks
Yeah, no, it's
natural,
natural.
rocky. Okay. It looks like an island.
Does your hawk have ocean eyes for this trip?
I don't know what that means, Arthur. I'm gonna assume Adelaide blinked out of it when she said it looked like a mountain, because I wouldn't have been able to hear her.
You also would have seen people on the beach, a lot of activity on the beach, all the way around where you could see.
Anything notable or unusual that they were doing? Was there like beach volleyball or
You see beach
A giant
games,
beach ball.
and you see Lots of people just doing touristy-like things.
Kids writing "Help Me" in towels.
Different rocks and things being moved around. People surfing. There's a lot of things going on. Lots of bands. Lots of guys with guitars.
All right.
People setting up bonfires and campfires.
That's a good question. What time of day is it? Is it like pretty steadily in daytime, or is it getting a little late?
Right now it's early afternoon, so you got several hours of daytime still, but people are just getting ready for the evening.
Gotcha. Adelaide will, I guess just let the hawk chill and come back when it wants, because she just asked it to kind of get a little lay of it and then come back, so she doesn't have any more communication with it if it goes further than 100 feet. Alright, well, it seems like it's a hoppin' place.
Awesome. It's been a while since I've been on shore that I haven't had to go work on, so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I haven't been to a beach in a while. Sand gets everywhere.
It's rough and coarse. Sorry, that's one.
Dip in the water usually clears that right up.
Unless there's sand in the water. Which there is. Sorry, I haven't had like super relaxing beach time either.
Who hurt you, Addie? Who hurt
The
you?
beach.
Sand is a pain in the ass to get out of armor.
Don't wear armor on
And
the
books,
beach.
by the way.
If you're fighting on a beach, you wear armor on the beach.
Well, okay, yeah, but even if you're relaxing on the beach, then you don't wear armor on the beach.
Ooh. Adelaide is going to think about changing what her armor looks like right now because she can disguise 75% of it.
Amazing.
So I don't remember the pieces, like a pauldron and like a gauntlet she kept.
It changes.
Yeah.
It's like
So she's
random every time.
So so she's gonna go for like something that looks like a men's 1920s one-piece swimsuit with like very subtle charcoal stripes on it.
I love it.
But it's going to have some random pieces of armor still visible. At least they're leather. They won't look too weird.
Where are you putting your pin? Your
It
badge.
Simply in your hat.
I'm not sure how her armor fits, but she probably would have had it on her armor, like tucked in, visible. So it's still visible. She's got a swimsuit with a pin on it. Beach Patrol.
Beach Patrol. Bonnie's attire is more like, think Kita from Lost City of Atlantis, Disney movie kind of esque.
Very nice.
All right.
More her style.
Yeah. Val asks Bonnie to help her pick out beachwear because she probably doesn't own any. Because she would have no reason to own any. Yeah, and she thinks Bonnie will enjoy getting to help her pick.
Yes, she will.
All right.
Are you looking for flaunting what you've got, or just functionality? Flaunting or function?
Probably the function.
Got it. Tankini style. I'll be right back.
As soon as she's gone, Val looks over at Adelaide. What's a tankini? Is that a drink? I'm confused. I can't wear a drink.
It's an atrocious portmanteau, whatever it is.
I beg to differ. You can wear a drink.
Temporarily.
You just have to say the right thing. Sorry, you have to say the wrong thing.
Let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna wear just a drink as a bathing suit.
You get a... Anyway.
You haven't seen...
To be fair, you'd get a lot of offers to buy you another.
I don't need a coconut bra.
So Bonnie will come back with a two-piece consisting of like board shorts and a tank top.
Find them something to do.
That'll work.
But
Thanks,
in
Bonnie.
very complimentary colors for Val's skin tone.
Then they won't be bored anymore.
My beach attire is mostly based after Hunter S. Thompson.
Arthur absolutely can rock a bucket hat.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
sure.
So, as you start to depart the ship after it docks and everyone starts to get off, the officials have already kind of been notified that they're going to have some people they're going to have to work on, hopefully bringing back. That they meet everyone on board and start heading that way, while everyone else starts to leave off of different gangplanks and things heading off. As you get onto the beach, which is basically immediately where you're dumped onto, you notice several things. This is a very casual, relaxed beach, very clothing optional, it seems, and it's just
would have been fine.
it's just very, very kind of casual.
Kyle, I love you so much.
Kind of a casual sort of look to it. So what I'm going to ask each of you to do is to, and this will give you an opportunity, if you had sent me something, to go ahead and describe it yourselves, since I didn't get a chance to go through everything. I'm going to have each of you describe something you see on the beach that you think is interesting or exciting. Who would like to go first? Well, okay, let me go ahead and give you a moment there, because I have something else I'd like to talk about first. So, something you will find out fairly quickly, that there is a tradition on this ship when a dignitary, the queen or king of the island, has been away for more than a few days, where it is seen as good luck if they return to the island and have found someone, a companion or something, that they are going to have relations with on the beach when they return. And if they have found someone that they deem worthy enough, they do this when they return. It's not requirement. It's not, as a matter of fact, if you were to do it just to try to gain the luck of the island, it obviously would not work. But in this case, the queen has found, the princess, has found such a man and such a person. And her and Dak go off right away onto the beach and do that. And it's actually pretty much in plain open view of everyone. Several people seem to be very excited, mostly the locals, and start running off and telling other locals. It seems to be a very big deal.
She's gonna have sand in some very uncomfortable places.
Maybe she'll make a pearl.
Dear my God.
Bonnie like choked them whenever she was drinking.
Adelaide goes into her bag and busts out a uncharacteristically elegant little silk robe that she has, and just has that over her bathing suit, just as a covering, because it looked kind of stupid to just walk down the ship like, beach time! It's a little more put together now.
All right. So, who would like to tell me what they see on the beach? Or whom they see on the beach? Kyle.
All right, so the captain, as we know, is, very serious about his job, but will likely also enjoy his leisure time, right? So I think that there is a wooden platform that is built that has a very low fence around it, that has all sorts of naturally derived workout gear. And a bunch of locals are, lifting tree trunks and squatting with big old bags of coconuts on their back, and the captain has joined suit. He's draped his jacket over the low fence. He's like rolled up his shirt cuffs and his pant legs as well. And he's working out on this
Perfect.
muscular beach.
Yes. Muscular beach. I love it. Perfect. Tess, you ready?
Bonnie sees someone selling snow cones and is making a beeline because snow cones are amazing and tasty and nom 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 nom. So she just gets very excited and she's like, I know where I'm going.
All right, describe the snow cones.
They're aside from like your normal cherry, blueberry, they're full of tropical flavors, and some of them also have huge chunks of tropical fruit in them. So it's not just the syrup. So Bonnie gets one that's got a ton of pineapple and mango in it, as well as some orange slices.
Okay. This card also has 3 flavors that are extremely unique to this island that don't necessarily work really well for the average consumer. Like if they were to take, say, to the mainland, people there would probably not buy it. What are those 3 flavors? And I'll take answers from anyone.
Squid
Lavender
ink.
orange.
Squid ink is a good one. I like squid ink. What was that, Bonnie?
Lavender orange.
Lavender orange sounds like a fine flavor. What's wrong with lavender
More
orange?
like it would be more like perfume, I think, than actual.
All right, that's fine. That's 2. And then
Tasty
one
nice.
last one.
She took my squid ink answer.
Like one of those really elaborate craft beer flavors, like bacon coffee.
Okay, bacon coffee ices. All right.
It's got a little stick of bacon
In the
stuck
ice,
in
which
it.
is perfect. Yeah. All right, but it's like
condensed fat. It's a great idea.
right, but it's more like
Mm.
it's actually not bacon. It's more like just ham,
It's spam.
spam. There's
Just a stick of
spam, just
spam.
kind of stick of spam, just kind of fried up
It's
and
like-
stuff.
Oh my god, a
Green in
spam
color.
snow cone.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like slightly greenish in color, and it has like a waxy
It's got
looking
and
kind
it's got a
of fruit
fried
in the
egg on
center
top
of it.
of it.
They call it
Moco
spam.
Logo snow cone.
Perfect.
On the slightly tastier side, I assume there is an option to put some sort of like vanilla
Soy
cream on it, like a
sauce.
Hawaiian shaved ice. Any of these? Just pour condensed milk on a snow cone. You'll thank me
Yum.
later.
All right. Oh
It's
yeah,
so
we got
good.
places to do it,
It
here.
is.
It's amazing. All right. We have 3 other people. What do we see on the beach?
I have something that just came into my mind at the moment we were talking about what was on the beach. There is a game of beach volleyball being played currently by like the beefiest people.
Okay.
Like incredibly beefy dragonborn lady and like a Goliath dude and like a dwarf, and there's like jacked ripped, and then there's just a little gaggle of people watching them like on the sidelines
Yes, absolutely.
that don't even know them, they're just watching.
And one of them is a very small human, and the other, his buddy, is an Aarakocra, a goose Aarakocra.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
perfect.
You got what I was throwing down.
Perfect.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, Cal.
That is one, yes.
Yeah, it is one. All right. Anyone else?
I'm trying to think of something. I was gonna say snow cones, but Bonnie
this
took
what-
that.
Might take-
Is this what we're doing or what we see?
Just what you see. Just unique things happening on the beach.
Yes, Adelaide's decidedly not doing the
Well,
beach volleyball with the buff people.
there, Arthur wanders over and he sees a few adolescents building a sandcastle. And it's got just the wall, and then, but inside the wall is the wall's already built. Inside the wall, they're recreating, sandcastle style, the interaction with the princess in Dak.
Okay. It's your husband. And
I know.
It's hidden. They're adolescents. They're having fun. They're giggling.
Okay. All right. So I think Val is looking around, and along this walkway that's sort of around the edge of the beach for the tourists, where all the like the snow cone stand and everything is, she sees people doing something. It's really weird. They're moving around, but it looks like they're on little wheels.
Perfect.
And somehow they're making themselves move on these little wheels without falling. And she has no idea how this is happening.
Perfect.
I want to watch that B plot.
So
Val learning how to skate.
some of the things that you also see on top of that, there are you find out that there's actually several natural groups of mimics on this island. They're not domesticated, but they're at least nice, and they keep away from people for the most part. But occasionally they come walking through the beach and things. And they usually have a tendency to look like picnic tables and benches and things like that. So there's a bunch of boards walking around, and
Really gotta watch out for the inner tube mimics.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's see here. I know I've got more. All right, I think that's good for now.
Beach blanket bingo. Which one won't eat us?
So there's and like I said, there's lots of kids, lots of people sitting around playing guitar and philosophizing and singing and just enjoying themselves. There's all manner of people here, and after the princess and Dak finish up what they were doing, they start heading off for the capital. So leaving you guys pretty much free to do whatever you want to do. Now this area with the real boardwalk, not the mimic boardwalks, has some taverns on it and several restaurants and things. It's a very touristy sort of spot. Or you could start heading more inland or along the beach to see what else there is around.
Are there any rocks?
Lots.
So that it's like, does the beach turn into like rocks in like tide pools and that type of thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I liked.
There's little tide pools and little, absolutely, little places you can go and see all sorts of creatures and things like that crawling around.
I'm gonna eat a piece of taffy and go look in the tide pools.
Like real taffy or like
It
magic
sounds
taffy?
like I'm just dropping acid. I'm gonna drop some acid and go.
I mean, if it's taffy, it may as well be.
Taffy.
All right.
Oh boy.
Merrick, would you like a piece? Oh, yeah. It's the beach. All right, here you go.
I like to think Merrick actually flipped a coin on that.
I mean, Kyle did.
Do we roll percentile or do you?
You roll percentile.
$83.
Okay. Merrick?
100.
Okay.
Oh my.
You got the good piece.
Apparently.
I thought it was lemon. It was buttered popcorn.
Enjoy the show.
Wow, you're such an enabler, Arthur.
Turns out this is Nerdy Knots Every Flavor Taffy.
Oh, okay. Arthur's still vibing on Hunter S. Thompson. That's what's happening here. Okay.
Okay, Kyle, roll a d4.
Oh boy. A 3.
Okay. All right, Arthur. You got an 80 something.
3.
So one of the while you're looking at this tide pool, you see a little crab that's kind of scurrying around, and you all of a sudden you hear this kind of weird tinkling sound kind of around you for a moment, and that crab like starts to swim through the water a little bit, and then just like keeps swimming and like is swimming through the air nearby you, and it's just now like leaving, and it's just like floating off into the larger water air, the air above the larger parts of the water.
We can't stop here. It's crab country.
Put up my crab crossing sign.
Merrick, you, as you reach your hand up to scratch your head there, you look at your hand and you realize there's something there that wasn't there before. Matter of fact, there are 3 more somethings that you have on your hand. You now have 8 fingers on each hand.
That's an even bigger discount than the 5-fingered one you had before.
It does not impede you in any way. It's as if you've always had them, and it's fairly natural. But they will be there for the next 24 hours.
I don't like it.
Bonnie might.
I was waiting. I'm like, who was gonna say it?
Super shocker.
Oh my god. No! Do not want.
I thought Angela's joke was the best one. The bigger discount than 5-finger. I like that.
I was very pleased with the bigger
That
discount.
was a very
This is
good
not a
joke.
competition. I liked both the jokes. So Merrick and Arthur are tripping fey balls in the ocean.
Basically, yeah.
So is the
Okay.
princess.
So while they go off and do that, Val, Bonnie, Adelaide, what are you doing?
Bonnie's definitely getting a snow cone, and then probably just gonna hang out with whatever the girls want to do.
I think Val would join you in getting a snow cone because it looks tasty and it's hot because we're in the sun. And then beyond that, she's not sure. Should we just look around and maybe try to find somewhere for us to stay tonight while they're...
That's a good
I
plan.
don't know what they're doing.
I was thinking of walking the beach a bit, that we could put the two together.
Sounds great.
Perfect.
Okay. Do we want to stay somewhere over here? And she gestures to the ones that are along the beach. At one of these taverns, or do we want to try to look for something inland? It might be cheaper inland. But then again, we're not really hurting for money.
Yeah, I was going to say we should be all right for a night, you know. Or actually, how long? Do we know how long it's supposed to be here? The boat?
The boat is going to be here for 3 days, I believe.
3 days.
And then it will be returning home, which will be another 6 days, 7 days travel.
Okay.
How, in relationship to Ashmar's tooth, where are we closer to it, to the mainland, or closer to the tooth where we're at?
Oh.
We still have to figure out the map.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bonnie knows the ocean. Why doesn't
Yes.
she tell us?
This isn't actually attached to the continent. This is separate. This is deep ocean.
Okay, so we're further out to sea.
Yeah.
The tooth is at least closer into inland.
Yeah. The tooth is off the coast, sort of. I mean, it's still not like right there, but it's close.
Yeah, it's still like a 2 or
It's
3
like-
day boat ride, but yeah.
Oh, really? That far? Okay.
hmm
Holy God.
It's fine. It's only a few.
I mean,
I didn't know
it
we could do
is
that. This-
episode appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
We have a spam bot.
Spam the names.
All right. Everybody roll me percentile.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Don't tell me a number.
80.
Just keep it in your. I mean, you can tell me. It's not a big
Another
deal.
83.
Just keep it in mind. Did anybody get under a 50? Anybody get under a 40? Anybody get under a 30?
Hold on.
For you at home, Bonnie is raising her hand still.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Do you just want me to tell?
Implying that she was
do you-
under 30.
Would you like me to tell you what I got?
I just need to know if it's below what Adelaide got.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's 94% chance that it's going to be below what Adelaide got.
All right. That's pretty good.
Adelaide rolled a 1.
92.
So Bonnie got a 6, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as you're all running around and you start looking at the different inns and things, there's all of these inns have very large sort of buildings attached to them with lots of different rooms. So you can have a lot of different places you could stay. And there's tons and tons of people around everywhere you look. Lots of different places that sell different souvenirs and food. Food's a big one. Lots of food being sold here. And as I said, just lots of people up and down the beach. One family seems to kind of connect with you. This you would guess is some sort of polyamorous family. It seems to be that there's one husband with maybe 2 wives, or a wife and a second or something, and they have a gaggle of children, just tons of children around them constantly. In all, you count 6. It looks like, but every once in a while you see a 7th, but sometimes they're not there. Sometimes you're not sure if they're with them or not. And you see them very
Stray
often,
kids.
like going upstairs. Like you'll see this little blonde kid run up the stairs, but then you don't see him again. And but you think that he's there. And this family kind of comes around you, and they bump into you a little bit here and there, and then they're gone.
Sorry.
No, it's
I
not-
didn't know if
it's
you
not
saw Matthew's donation or not, which
What?
is
What did I
beautiful.
miss?
Oh,
You missed.
Yeah. You
I
missed the
I
most
missed-
amazing thing in the world.
An
I missed
NPC.
something.
Matthew is introducing a new NPC for us.
Matthew, put it in chat too.
Yeah, you have to put it in
please.
chat because it doesn't show up for me.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it
not-
flashes across the screen really quickly, so
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
Oh, all right.
Logan, do you want to read this or?
Okay, so while this group is kind of crowding around you, and they're buying something to shop there locally, and this everyone seems to be yelling at the youngest male child, Bobby. They just keep yelling over and over again. He seems to be picked on a lot. At least the youngest without the other kid there, but you don't know where that kid went. So anyway, so they leave. Yes.
Can I just say, I'm not laughing at the cousin Oliver. I'm laughing at the implication that Alice is part of a triad. Like that's the best part.
Have you
for me,
watched the show?
I guess. But I don't know. Sorry. That just
No, I've seen that version of the rewritten Broadway show that works real well for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And so as the three of you are kind of standing there, Val, you turn around and you are greeted by these huge sort of, well, you would think that they're almost pectoral muscles, but they're not quite because they're sort of scale covered. And this very large person is standing before you, kind of stretching his arms a little bit. But his arms aren't arms; they aren't hands. It looks like they're snakes. It looks like there's these they end sort of
Snakes?
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe that. He looks down. He's very handsome. He's got kind of this beautiful ridge that goes around. Not much of a neck because of the ridge. Kind of almost. It looks kind of like a Cardassian. You've got kind of that Cardassian look to him. But striking features. And he's kind of like just kind of smiling down at you.
Sorry, am I in your way? And she starts like shifting away towards her friends.
Hey.
All aboard the ship.
Hello.
I'm Sam.
Yes, you are.
Are we there?
No, the two of you are
tripping
not
balls
there.
in
You
the
guys are tripping balls in the ocean right now.
Hi, I'm Val. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Right. She kind of inches so that maybe Bonnie or Adelaide is between her and him, like she's
Oh
looking at
no,
something.
I'm not getting between that. No.
He pulls up this this frozen rat on a stick. Do you want a bite?
You know, I appreciate the offer, but no thank you.
They got other stuff.
Yeah, I noticed. I was looking at the menu.
Al,
Yeah,
he's flirting with you.
I know, but he's really bad at it.
So are you.
Yeah, I'm trying to help.
I'm not trying to encourage it.
Oh, well then proceed with the bad flirting.
Sorry. You know,
Adelaide and Bonnie just.
So, what
he
do you
really
like?
likes flowers. And she just grabs Adelaide's arm and just walks off.
So what do you like to do for fun?
I work out, I guess.
Me too.
This is so hard to think of what her responses would be.
Stretch your acting muscles, Heather.
I'm about to head over and get another set in. You want to come?
You know, I should probably catch up to my friends. We're trying to find a place to stay for the night, but
You can stay with me.
maybe
We're
later.
gone!
Shut-
You can stay with me.
Countdown for blast off.
I appreciate the offer. I don't usually stay with people I don't know.
Fire.
Oh, I'm Sam. That's two S's.
Is that musical cue? Everybody?
It was beautiful. Oh my god, you could not have planned that any better. Countdown to blast off.
Yes, I caught that your name was Sam. So Sam, what do you do here?
Oh, I work out and I teach
Oh, what do you teach?
squash.
You. God damn it, Logan.
What? There's squashes on the island. I teach people how to cook them.
God damn it. I knew you were gonna do something to pull in Winter's God damn it.
Nobody knows that.
Squash? You mean like the gourd vegetable that you eat?
Yeah.
You teach people how to grow squash.
Eat it.
Competitively? That sounds like a appetizing job. I'm gonna go double check on my friends real quick. She starts to try to walk away.
I was just kidding. I play the game.
Okay, I'm less concerned.
He starts walking with you.
Okay, Val's gonna start walking out the door looking for Bonnie and Adelaide because they were looking for a place they were gonna stay for the night.
Give me a perception check.
That's a 17. No, sorry, 16.
I'm pretty sure you see them.
We weren't trying that.
Yeah, no.
No, we were not trying that hard.
So
Although
he's
Bonnie is incredibly amused right
As
now.
Val sees you and starts to walk up, Sam is with her and is kind of munching on his frozen rat treat.
He or his arms?
Both.
Oh.
Okay.
You guys disappeared, but we still haven't found a place we're staying for the night. Although
Your friends are wizards.
More or less?
Adelaide is quite adept at magic, yes.
I mean, we all know magic. Different kinds of magic, but we all know magic.
Val is an incredibly accomplished healer. She's amazing on a battlefield, too.
Adelaide is just like completely unequipped to poke fun at this or take this seriously. She's just looking around.
I do all right.
Oh, don't be modest. You've kept all of our asses alive at one time or another.
That is
All
fair.
right. That's accurate. It would help if you guys would stop rushing in.
Maybe we could have dinner. You could tell me about it.
I'm sorry, all of us or just her?
You guys can come too if you like.
No, thank you. I was just clarifying.
Beautiful, sir.
I'm assuming that was an anaconda arm eating the rat off the
It's
popsicle
probably
stick.
too low.
No, it was on screen.
Okay, good.
We all caught it. She would love to.
You get kicked.
You want to
Very obviously, I imagine.
Yeah.
There's nothing blocking the way. Oh yeah, she's pretty violent. That's cool. You want to meet at Muscular Beach at say 6?
How do we know which one's the muscular beach?
That's the name of the workout spot.
Sure, we can meet you there later.
All right, see you there.
Nice meeting you.
And he'll turn and head off.
That was very awkward.
That was amazing.
Pretty sure he's flexing his ass muscles as he walks.
Adelaide goes for the first, like, if there's a bar or a, like, shack or anything, and manages to find some sort of, like, drink out of a coconut setup. Like, something that's just, like, they stick a straw in a fruit and you just drink that.
Yep. There's lots of that.
Good.
Put a line in the coconut. drink it all.
So shall we continue our sojourn across the beach before we were
So
so
you guys
randomly and happenstantially interrupted?
you guys finish your way across the beach, and you guys find a place to lay your heads to rest for the evening. What is the name of this place?
Bonfire bed and
Yes.
breakfast.
All right, bonfire bed and breakfast. What is unique about this place? Why did it stand out amongst all the others to you?
They have a bonfire on the roof of this building.
Oh, that's a neat idea.
Like it's in a brazier, like a big brazier on the roof.
Sure, yeah. Okay, cool. So they got a big bonfire on the roof of this building. Do they make it like a little beach setting up there where you can go up there and like sit and
A fake beach
there's
on
a
the
fake
roof.
beach
Yes.
on
Yes.
the roof
Like,
overlooking the
oh
real
god.
beach.
Thank goodness we're avoiding the sand. We're
Right,
just
yeah.
in the building and you walk up there and there's just sand on the ground.
Sand everywhere.
It doubles as a lighthouse.
Perfect.
That's fun.
All right, perfect. I love it. So you find that you are drawn to this place and thought maybe it'd be nice to have a little bit of a private beach experience as opposed to all of these people around. And you, so there you are. You guys have bed down during this. Now, during this time, something happens. Something unexpected. Something a little bad. Bonnie, what happens?
Is it to all of us or to one person in particular? Is it
Let's say it's
Because of my
something that
six-
affects all of you, the three of
Right.
you.
We were not paying close enough attention and trip over a loose board on the boardwalk, and all of us go sprawling. Adelaide loses her drink, and Val and Bonnie both lose their snow cones, and they landed it. So we're wearing our snow cones
Alright.
and our drink.
And that'll be about when Arthur and Merrick catch up with them.
Oh.
They find Adelaide just sort of casting prestidigitation one after the other, trying to clean the snow cone off.
That was
Val,
a tasty snow cone.
proof you can wear your drink.
Thanks, Arthur.
Hmm.
So,
Where are we going?
Put our stuff down, I guess, if you want.
You find
got
a
place
place?
to stay? Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the big fire on the roof.
oh, that's supposed to be there?
Adelaide lowers her pointed
Yeah.
finger to the sign that says the name of the B&B.
Oh, I thought it was...
Would have gotten a cheaper discount if that had been the case, though.
That's true.
everything must go.
Fire sale.
So, how did you boys enjoy your, what were you doing out there in the water?
Crab fishing,
Splashing, actually.
watching.
Crab watching.
Hmm. Nice addition, Mary.
I think I'm gonna have to get new gloves.
What happened?
Just use mittens.
Really tiny ones for the extras.
Taffy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got it.
Ah, I see.
Val's got a date.
What?
We all do if we want.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I can't speak for you two. But
How did How did that
Oh.
happen?
You'll meet him later.
Who asked who?
He asked her, and I accepted on her behalf.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's I guess it's a date. I don't know.
You don't have to go, but you never know. He might be interesting, and you might learn something exciting about the island that we're on.
And
Did
you'll
you-
be gone in 3 days, so no pressure.
That last part's true. Did you hear his side of the conversation?
No.
I'm
Not
a-
really.
I'm not as good at lip
No.
reading as I wish I was. Though he had 3 mouths to pay attention to, so
This is true.
That's
What?
very true.
You'll meet him later.
No.
No wonder she
Yeah.
agreed to a date.
No.
So many
That's- no.
tongues.
Do you think he
They
has
all
to
come
buy?
with snake fangs.
Do you think he has to buy dinner for 3?
There's only one stomach, so probably not.
That you know.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fair.
He
One
just
should
ordered-
not assume someone's number of stomachs. And Adelaide's just like finding it very difficult to keep a straight face during this.
I wonder if he ever accidentally poisons someone when he tries to hold their hand.
Oh, that's
Ow.
sad.
Yeah, this was funny. Why'd you have to do that, Val?
Wait, isn't Val versed in nature?
I don't think so.
Oh,
But
okay.
let me check. Oh no, I am. Never mind. She
Yeah,
would know
those are-
anacondas are constrictors.
Yeah, those are anacondas. They're constrictors. They're not poison. They're not venomous.
So he's really good at hand holding.
Very good at hand holding and hugging and everything else.
He's a
He's
cuddler.
extra cuddly. Exactly.
Cuddle puddle.
So I want to get a new drink. That wasn't fair.
Yeah, just don't step on that board.
We
That
should
one?
tell the management.
That one. You know what? I might join you for a drink.
Why not? I'm a bit
Same.
thirsty. I just finished mine. So,
The B&B might have something special. They
Ooh.
usually have little things here and there to make themselves feel unique. These sort of smaller establishments.
I'd be interested in a tropical style cocktail, perhaps.
The
As-
B&B, the bonfire, and breakfast.
The
as long as it
bonfire
doesn't
bed
have
and
a tiny
breakfast.
little umbrella in it, yeah, I'll be fine.
You don't like tiny umbrellas?
Not for a bit, no.
Ooh, yeah. I gotcha. Took me a minute.
I feel like I've repressed something.
You probably have. Don't
Yes.
worry about it.
All right.
His Ignacious item?
It'll no.
Okay,
I could have gone without remembering that.
sorry.
All right. Well, Adelaide
Either
will
way.
just avoid the sticky plank and head inside to
Sure.
see if there's a concierge desk or something.
So, thank you, Autumn, for pointing out that we're staying at the.
B&B.
My bonfire, my breakfast, and be.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, Logan, Adelaide's gonna go see if there is a like concierge desk or someone at a desk to ask about any refreshments they might have.
There's a bar in there,
Perfect.
Yeah.
so
There's a
you
mop
guys
or
can
something.
go in there. It's not a mop. And as you guys are kind of hanging out there and dealing with the bartender, you're gonna learn all about all of their signature drinks, such as what do you guys got?
There's the driftwood.
Ooh, I like that name already.
Yep. And there's another one called the Lazy Otter.
There's one called Wipeout.
And one called the Beach Bards.
Okay.
Yes. Can I make a suggestion that the owner/bartender of the establishment is named Monty in honor of the river
Yes.
forest?
And yes, it definitely named Monty, and it's a dragonborn.
Yes.
Big
Perfect.
So
green
he can
dragonborn.
light things on fire. There you go. The drinks.
Yes.
Half the drinks on the menu are flambe.
Is
Yeah.
he a UNT as well, please?
Dragonborn, he said.
Oh, he should be a UNT, and then he's a python named Monty.
I think lizard folk is actually probably better.
Mm.
Yes.
Ooh,
Iguana.
they should have one called the Tiki Torch.
Burns all the way down.
Bonnie is going to order a Wipeout.
Okay, so everybody, you all get your drinks. However, Bonnie, when your drink comes, there's something inside of it that is one of Bonnie's least favorite flavors. What is it?
One of Bonnie's least favorite flavors? Banana.
Okay, it's got a very strong banana. Like they blended an entire banana in it. That wasn't on the menu.
That's weird.
What's wrong?
There's banana in my drink, and I didn't remember that being in the menu.
Send it back.
You do have the right of refusal if you're paying for it.
Yeah, she's gonna go over to the bartender. Excuse me. I didn't see it on the menu, but this drink has a bunch of banana in it. Is that normal?
No, it shouldn't have any banana in it.
Oh, it's got like a whole banana.
He
It
goes
tastes
over
like
to
a whole banana.
the other bartender who made the drink and asks him. He says, "Oh, they said add banana right here." I'm like, no, it didn't. And they look at the ticket. No, we'll make you a new one.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's obviously our fault. I don't know why I would have written that.
Thank you.
Adelaide got a drink that was like all fruit juices, but she nixed the whatever the liquor mix was going to be in it. So
Okay.
it's just like the juices all mixed together with like a sparkling thing.
All right.
Very sweet.
Val just get some fruit juice because if she is going on a date later, she doesn't want to be drunk before she goes.
She might want to be relaxed. So Merrick, does that feel weird? And Adelaide like kind of gesticulates with her fingers.
No, not really. I don't even notice it.
That's somehow weirder that it doesn't feel weird.
I don't know. I like the fact that I can drip my glass in there a bit better.
Huh, that's a good call.
Do you think you'd be better at massages?
Well, I have to come back to that.
We could just ask Bonnie tomorrow.
Hence, yes. Thank you for pointing out the obvious.
Adelaide's like staring at his hands in this sort of fascination of like she really, really wants to take Merrick's hand in order to like look at how this works. Like you fucking have extra fingers. How does that even work anatomically?
Do you have a spare piece of paper and a piece of charcoal? We could draw the most fucked up turkey.
You don't have to add legs. You have the extra fingers for it. Merrick, may I, please? Just, would you
Yes, you
indulge my
may.
curiosity? Thank you. That's like legitimately, Adelaide's like, almost like massaging Merrick's hand a little bit, trying to be like, okay, where do the fingers connect to the...
Everything seems to make sense as best as you
What
can
the-
tell.
Well, congratulations if that's a permanent update. I don't know how long that's going to be.
I don't know. Feels like I was born this way.
I hate you. Oh, weird. Adelaide just puts his hand down because it suddenly kind of just like squeaks around a little bit now. I am so glad I haven't tried any of that.
Oh, you will.
I have to
That
watch what
sounded-
I eat around you now.
No,
Yeah, that
no.
sounded like
just
a threat.
not at all.
I feel like
you're
I'm gonna
very
have a
curious
sandwich
person.
and... Okay. I feel like I'm gonna bite into a sandwich and all of a sudden there's gonna be a slight taffy texture in it.
I would never besmirch a sandwich in such a manner.
I appreciate that.
Is my second drink unadulterated by banana?
Yes.
Untainted.
Tessa and Bonnie share another tech. Tessa also hates banana. Banana is right up. She's happy with her drink.
So this is days off then?
I guess.
I mean, day one, sure. We're just settling in.
Yeah, does anyone else want to try that moving on wheels thing that was outside on the boardwalk?
Yes.
I don't know. There were people and they were moving, but they were on these weird shoes that had little wheels on them. They were making themselves move on little wheels on shoes. It looked interesting.
Let me finish this, and then I might be okay at that.
I am at least a little curious.
It might, I don't know if it's too late for it tonight, but it's definitely something I wanted to look into because it looked interesting.
You can say fun, Val.
It looked fun.
Fun is not a dirty word. We
It
should
is
have
an F-
fun.
It is an F word, though.
It is an F word.
But it's only 3 letters.
When was the last time we had like actual fun when we weren't like working and
I was
in
gonna say-
life-threatening, dire situations?
So the last time
Fun
I had fun, I
sounds
got yelled
amazing.
at by my boss, so...
Well, he's not here and we're on
It's been a
vacation, so
little
fun
while.
sounds good.
You, speaking, I hate to burst a bubble, but you might want to check in with them.
Oh,
Just
I
to see
did. I did yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Insight
We
check.
got back on the... I did.
As as you guys are talking and the sun begins to set a little bit, at different tables around the shorter tables, like the ones you sort of what you're sitting at, around this entire bar, inside and out, they are placing these large stacks of bricks, these wooden blocks, and they're setting up these towers about 15 rows high of these bricks. And you can see as they're setting them up, different bricks have different things written. Some of them have things written on them as they're put up there.
Oh no!
Oh,
You can see
I'm
people
very
are-
excited.
Several people are coming in, starting to go over to the bar where there seems to be a little clipboard with a notepad, and they may be signing up for something.
Oh, what's that about?
One of the people setting up says, "Oh, it's our Jengo tournament."
Is the D silent?
Yeah, it's a game that we play.
How do you play?
So the idea is that you want to every round you'll have a few moments. I think it's 10 seconds to pull out one brick and place it back on top, and you go around your table as a team doing it, and you want to keep doing that. And as things happen, your entire table may have to do shots, or may have to do different various activities before you're allowed to continue on to the next brick. And there's a series of table you're playing against everyone else in the bar. It's a very popular event. And if you don't drink, don't worry, because while you will be brought 5 shots, you don't each have to drink one. So some people can drink 2. You just have to drink all the shots before you do that.
Sounds intriguing.
We should do this. This sounds like fun.
There's that word again.
dangerous.
Oh, fun. Do you guys want to sign up?
Go for it.
Maybe. It sounds like
I don't
fun.
want
What
it to
time is it, Logan?
interrupt the date.
It's getting to be sundown, so it's almost 6 o'clock.
Technically, I think I'm supposed to meet Sam over at the...
If he's a good drinker, you could invite him here.
I guess that's true.
I'd like
He
to
has
meet him.
extra mouths.
There you go. Oh, good plan.
3. Perfect.
All right, let me go, I guess, sign us up, and I'll go grab him.
Aye,
Come
Captain.
back.
Adelaide walks up to one of the towers and starts just like studying it. Like, how heavy does this thing look? Like, she's basically trying to strategize her way through Jenga. Right
Sure.
now.
Looking in
Figuring
between
out
them
how
for
that
the
might work.
gaps and things.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess Val goes to look for Sam.
All right, so you head over to Muscular Beach and you find Sam. He's over there flexing.
Just flexing. By himself.
No, there's several people doing it with him.
Okay.
Almost synchronized.
She
Synchronized.
kind of like waves at him to get his attention.
When he sees you, he kind of like hops on over. I didn't think you were going to show up.
Well,
You're
I
like,
guess
I didn't know
technically
that
I'm
was
not
an
the one that said
option.
yes. But since I said I was going to be here, I was going to be here. But question for you: have you ever played? What are we calling it in this world? Django.
Oh yeah, I love Django. I've played it a lot.
Oh, good. None of us have played before, but we decided it would be fun to do the tournament. Do you want to join us?
Oh, of course, yes, absolutely. That sounds great.
Awesome. So yeah, we're at the bonfire bed and breakfast, and she'll start walking.
Yeah, I
back
know the
towards
place. I'm gonna grab my stuff. I'll be right behind you.
All right. And she'll start walking back, but she's not like rushing back since he said he'd join. She's not gonna leave him behind.
All right.
She's not rude.
He'll catch up pretty
She's
quick
just
and
uncomfortable.
walk with you.
So you don't wait, you just leave slowly.
Yeah.
But he catches up. So yeah. All right. So Bonnie, you head up to the front counter and you sign up your team of 6. And they say, great. It's either 5 tables of 4, 5, or 6. Those are the 3 choices you have. And as a table of 6, you'll they only ever bring 5 shots. So you'll be able to work it out a little bit how you want to do. So tables of 4 are a little bit handicapped, and table of 6s are a little bit have a little bit of a benefit. So. And they'll bring lists of what's in each shot so that nobody drinks anything they're not supposed to or anything like that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm so excited, guys.
None
Yeah.
of you have a magic allergy, do you?
A magic allergy?
Yeah, these are all magical shots.
I don't think we have an allergy. No.
All right.
What is the opposite of an allergy?
A
Affinity.
requirement?
I have that.
Most of us are magic users.
Oh, excellent. Very good. No using magic during the event.
Wasn't planning on it.
Unless it's granted by the drinks themselves.
Got it.
So,
Go ahead, Ben.
what kind of effects can we expect to see with these magical drinks?
All sorts of things. We've seen some very extremely varied events. They start to pull. They have 3 or 4 bartenders, but they're pulling out dozens and dozens of different shaped, strange looking bottles. Some aren't even marked, that you have just never seen before, of various types of just weird, strange alcohols.
Oh, this is a good game. I like this game a lot.
We haven't even started yet.
I'm sorry, is that flask a unicorn horn?
Maybe it's artificial?
We've got some. That's a jelly drink. There's Rado's Death Punch. Some Squid Ink. That one's called Twisty. There's Gift Mouth. That one over there is Blairy. Those Zozo Juice. There's Jailhouse Wine. That one's called Plainer Guide. That one's messed up. There's Goat Piss. It's actually really tasty. There's Elven Battle Spirits. Very expensive. Anyway, so the chance is that when you pull something, you might get one of these. And if you do, then you get shots.
Cool.
All right.
But if your tower drops, then you get nothing.
So keep the tower up, and we get to keep drinking the cool shots. Got it.
Yep, and the person that is last, the very last tower standing, will win free meals and 20 boardwalk bucks. Good at any store on the boardwalk.
Very cool.
So,
That's 20 gold.
how difficult would you say it is? You know, about how many drinks in does it start to become difficult to keep it up?
Depends on the drinks, really. If you get some of the hard ones, we've seen people lose after one drink.
Wow.
All right.
I'll be your pinch hitter, Merrick.
Really?
Sounds like a plan. What
I just
happens
don't-
if one of our party members, gets way too knackered and
They
has
pass
to
out?
bow out? Yeah.
If they pass out, you then have to, on their turn, use their hand to push out a block.
So you push out a block, not pull a block.
Correct. Yes,
And
you
then
just
you
have
have
to.
to put
They
it
have
on
to be
top.
involved in some way. We call it weekend at Burning.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm so excited about this right now.
God, I am, except that my dex is not that high.
So who's the reigning champ?
You know, we don't actually have people come in like regularly because some of these drinks will really mess you up.
So
Honestly,
good for the tourists.
It's more for the tourists. We get a lot of people come in just to watch, and they'll start filing at any time because we'll be starting here in about 20 minutes. And
Great.
over the next 20 minutes, as Val shows back up with your 6th and 7th and 8th, God damn it. Matthew. I had to go back and read to make sure that I'd done it right. I'm like, yeah, that's what he said. Okay. I hope he wasn't just doing metaphors. I like it better this way anyway. So it's so much better this way. And the place starts to fill up. The place. What's that?
Matthew just said 6 2/3.
6 2/3. And this place starts to fill up. It becomes packed to the brim with people who are more excited about watching what's going to happen, but also a lot of times they say they sell the drinks that people purchase or win because people see the effects of them. They go, oh, I want to try that, and so they end up selling these expensive shots because of it. So in the end, they always make money on nights like this because you being able to drink for free become the product in the entertainment. So almost like there's a lesson in there. If you get something for free, you are the product. Okay.
No such thing as
So, as the 6 of you gather around your little table, they're in these little sunken little kind of cushioned areas. The tables are very fixed to the ground, so they don't move. And your Django table tower is set up, and they have a little thing on top that's it's basically just a tumbler of glass on top that's there to just say don't start until this is moved, and they have little side tables as well, so you don't put your drinks or anything on this table to interfere with it.
So you guys, Sam has actually played before, so
Good, we have a
he
ringer.
might have tips.
But has he won before?
It's really hard to win this game. There's lots of people you're playing against.
Challenge accepted.
but I've got
Any
second
drinks we
place.
should avoid?
Probably all of them. You're kind of tiny.
So
Noted.
I have to ask, and I apologize if it's rude
Yeah.
for me asking, but your the extra your arms, is that a result because of one of these drinks, or is that the type of thing?
Mom says I was originally going to be triplets.
Turned out well for you then.
Yeah, it worked out real well for me.
God damn it. Merrick, you can't just ask people why they have snakes for hands.
This coming from the gentleman with 8 fingers.
I know, right?
I could help you with a few of those if you want.
I'll keep them. Thank you.
So when are
I
we
can't
getting
tell
stoned?
if this is the worst episode we've ever done or the best episode. All right.
It's
Yes.
the best. Yes.
So- Yeah. Uh-huh. Both.
Is that one?
I don't.
Does
Was I
that count?
referencing something?
Both.
Both.
is-
Oh, yeah, it
Mhm.
definitely is. Absolutely.
Yeah. Which is a good thing that I didn't say that I was wearing the shell bathing suit, because that was my other.
What do we say to Chell? Fuck that movie. So you guys, they say, all right, everyone take your glass off. You've got 10 seconds to do your first pull. Who out of you is going to start?
Adelaide's been. Oh, go ahead, Merrick.
All right, Merrick.
Adelaide's still studying.
We are not going to do dexterity rolls initially. All I want you to do is to roll me a d20.
Okay. A 5.
Okay, a 5. It is a blank one. You put it on top, and that first round is over. Who's next? Arthur. Again, we're still in the easy ones. There's not a lot. I mean, early on in Jenga, it's very easy to do, so go ahead. Roll me a d20.
2.
A 2. You pull one out that has a name on it. Roll percentile.
My face lights up. Happy. 75.
Very quickly, almost as if they had some ability to know that this was happening, 5 shots are poured and brought over to you of a very dark brown sort of liquid. Almost looks like beer. And the name on this was the Beverage Brew. And Beverage. It's Beveridge.
This island has a theme.
And
Lots of themes.
you see you see Sam there, and he looks at the 5 of you and goes, these are really easy, but nothing that happens for the first few seconds is going to be real, all right? It's a quick kind of lucid dream.
Awesome.
All right.
Adelaide just holds her juice to
So
commiserate.
Sam
with
will
everyone.
grab his, and he does his shot near instantly with Lefty. Yeah, so that's that. All right. And as you don't even realize it, you just fade right into something really incredible happening. In this moment, right where you are, just something amazing happens. So Arthur, Val, Bonnie, and Merrick, it has to be brief. It only lasts a few seconds. Something really incredible or amazing or stupendous, something that even ridiculously amazing happens in this moment. What is it for you, Arthur?
Liara, Merrick's mom, comes in carrying a bag lunch, hands it to me,
Perfect.
gives me a kiss on the cheek, and then leaves.
Perfect. Which nobody sees but you, but perfect. Val?
Oh my god, I don't know what she would see. I mean, probably Wayuna shows up in the bar and she's wearing a black and red bikini.
Perfect. I love it.
Nice.
Bonnie?
Bonnie's dad walks in.
I knew that was going to happen. Merrick?
Yeah.
Winston's floats up to Merrick and like caresses his cheek.
You can do it, buddy.
No, I heard you betrayed
You
me.
betrayed. And then you're not sure what Sam saw, but he is kind of making this little kissy face with his lips. So you're not quite sure what happened there.
And with the snake arms.
No, he does not make kissy faces with his snake arms. All right, so that's that. So Arthur, you get your piece out. You guys do your shots, and you're good to go. Who's next? Val, maybe? Okay,
Sure.
Val, roll me a d20.
That's a 4.
Okay, a force. No, there's nothing on that one, so you could put it up there. Bonnie or Adelaide, or do you want Sam to go?
I'll go.
Okay, go for it, Adelaide.
Just a 20?
Just a d20. Yeah, no rolls needed right now because it's still the early stages of the game. It's still easy.
A 10.
A 10. Nothing on that one. You're good. Bonnie.
Alrighty. That is 13.
13. Nothing on that one. You're good. And for me, a 1. So there is something on that one. So if somebody wants to roll percentile for Sam.
Who's rolling?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a 22.
22. So this one, they bring it out. It is red and it's lit on fire on the top. This is a house specialty called Kosus Kiss. And Sam is like looking at it like, I got nothing. I got no idea what that one is. They say, put your hand on top of it to put out the flame and then take the shot.
It's called What's Kiss?
Kosus. Kossuth. Apostrophe S.
Nice.
You didn't put your hand on, Merrick.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
Okay,
you
I
did.
missed it. All right, so you put your hand on. This is cinnamon schnapsy, with maybe some like 151 floated on top, just a thin layer. Nice and warm feeling. Doesn't seem to have any magical effect.
I like that one.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty tasty.
Oh, that was good. All right. And then I did the wrong one, yeah. All right, so we're back around to the next order. We're going to go through one more time like this. Go ahead, Merrick, roll me a d20.
How about a 9?
A 9, so nothing on that one. You're good. Arthur?
That's a unnatural 1.
A natural 1, so this one has something on it. Roll percentile.
Get him out of the way before the dex checks.
71.
So this one is at the very top, almost like a clear kind of reddish, and as it goes down, it becomes almost opaque red at the bottom of the shot. So it's just like this sort of old, like transparency layer thrown through a red shot. It's called Red Ribbon Runs Red. You start putting your brick on, they bring over the shots and put them down in front of you. And they have several people running to different tables doing different shots. So you guys do the shot.
Wayuna has blessed us, Val.
Well, let me see if he knows about it. He does not. He's like, I got nothing. So he grabs his and takes his shot. Everyone do the same?
Mm-hmm.
So
Until
this is-
Adelaide says that she's drinking, Bonnie's just...
Just doing both? Oh, God.
So
Bonnie, at least pass it around.
Well,
No,
There's
we
only 5.
only
There's
get
only
5
5
shots.
shots. So you guys are a man up. You don't have to drink at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
So this one he does with righty, and
It's not its name.
what's its
It's
name?
lefty, and the other one's called Know Your Other Left.
Right. So Know Your Other Left gets that one. This one is a very, very light wine rosewater mix. And I don't think you'll get another one tonight, but the more and more you drink this, the deeper the flavor becomes. However,
That's nice.
slowly over the next few minutes, your hair starts to turn red.
So nothing changes for Bonnie.
So does all of your clothing. Different shades.
Yeah,
Nothing
nothing
changes
changes for Bonnie.
Damn it.
You also get advantage on charisma checks while you have that for as long as it comes to drawing attention to yourself.
So nothing
nothing
changes for Bonnie.
All right, that was Arthur. Then Val, I believe.
Yep. That's a 3.
A 3 because because the number of pieces you've already used does have something on it now. So 3. Go ahead and roll as they bring over more shots.
60.
Countdown for blast off. X minus
Somebody messed this up. Oh, okay.
X minus 1. Fire.
Sorry, the wrong descriptions here. I gotta get this. All right, so this one is a light pink beverage. It is called Strawberry Surprise.
This looks like fun.
Oh, come on, Adelaide. You don't want a strawberry surprise?
Surprise!
So it appears that that Sam knows what this one is, but he just grabs it and downs it. He almost resigns himself to it and just does it.
Okay. Val takes
All right,
the shot.
as you guys take the shot, surprise! There's no strawberries in this drink. Even though it kind of has this rosy color, it's actually made for the liquid form of peppers. Very, very hot peppers. Constitution saves.
Okay.
Well, that one looked like it didn't sit well.
$18.
You're fine.
16.
You're fine.
Natural 20.
You're definitely fine. Bonnie?
19.
Yeah. So everyone is
Yeah.
fine to the point where you could even order another one if that's the type of thing you're into. You don't have a problem. And Sam looks the same. He doesn't have a problem with it at all. So you all just kind of like, all right. It's hot. It's a burny sensation, but it's not so bad that you might not, if you were into that, order another one. All right, we got a couple more here.
got a cake.
Was it Bonnie or Adelaide next? I can't remember.
I think I'm next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adelaide, while she's walking up to the stack, takes a look around at the groups. Has anybody had less luck with us?
At this point,
than
nobody
us?
has. Everyone's having about the same level of issues.
Okay. All right.
It's about 10% of the bricks have stuff on them,
Okay. And I rolled a 13.
so you're fine. Nothing on that one, Bonnie.
5.
Nothing on that one, and then Sam gets to roll, and nothing on his. So you start to put more and more bricks on. You've got two or three more layers up there now. It's starting to become a little bit more difficult to do, and then it happens. One of the other tables hollers out that they got the gotcha brick. And what this brick allows them to do is to buy a round of drinks for another table. So they have chosen
Nice.
your table. So
course.
5 shots come to your table. Somebody roll percentile for me.
I'll do it. 50.
You roll it, you got a drink.
50. Nope. Just rolling the dice.
So 5 shots come. These are really tall shots, and you realize quickly why, because it's just beer, and it's a tasty beer. It's like a little flight glass, and you do it pretty quick. There's nothing really special to it. So, but it is more alcohol, but they must have been cheap. They didn't want to spend too much money.
Adelaide smells one of the shots, hands it to Merrick, and just goes, "You're welcome."
All right, so now we're gonna have to make dexterity checks to get through this one. So go ahead, Merrick, give me your first dexterity check.
Okie doke.
This would be sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Ooh. I was gonna say.
That is a 16.
Great, and then roll a d20.
On the d20, I have a 3.
Okay, because you got several drinks last turn, 3s are no longer a thing, so there's nothing on your brick. You put it up there, you're back to about 10% of your bricks. Arthur, give me a dexterity sleight of hand check.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Natural 20, not on the d20 roll. So so you pull this brick out, like nothing moves. It's like this brick is just in your hand, and people are like, "What the hell just happened?" Give me a d20 roll.
You're like that dog that pulled a brick out of a Jenga tower and it just didn't.
18.
All right, 18. So nothing on that one. You put it on top. Val, give me your sleight of hand check.
Okay. It's a 15.
Okay, you're fine. And then give me your d20 to see if there's anything on your brick.
17.
Nothing on your brick. Adelaide, give me your sleight of hand check.
22.
22, you're fine there. Give me a d20. And all the other tables are roaring and laughing, and there's people watching, and people
Natural
kind of
20.
gambling on who. You rolled a 20 on the
20.
On the d20. Great. So you
Correct.
pull out the gotcha brick.
Ha!
So you have the opportunity to buy a round of drinks for another table if you wish. Do you want to?
I'm happy to put an arms race together. I will send drinks to the table that sent drinks to us.
All right. What of the special drinks do you want to send? There's
Ask
a
Sam.
bunch of different names. You can
Yeah,
roll.
I will ask Sam what he thinks we should strategically give to him.
Is price an option?
It's always an option, but it is no obstacle.
Right, that.
Yeah, what do you need? No money, no object. What would you send to them? And she looks to everyone. I've got this one.
Can't be any worse than a trip to Marcos.
On the beach breeze, you hear it.
But your dress was real pretty.
A seagull
It
comes
is
by
very
and
pretty.
says,
It is very pretty. Yes.
Sam's a very thoughtful man.
Shush. So
I'm
we've got,
filling in the time because I don't edit the podcast.
There's two options. One, if you want them to like start moshing, I would do like a gut shaker.
Okay.
Or if you just want them to be like out, there's one called Hop, Skip, and Go Naked. and they will just get so blitzed that they'll be out.
the moshing may like knock into our table.
Yeah, I'm thinking that there's some.
Oh, they might start an entire brawl in here. That is one bad thing, yeah.
Yeah, let's go with the other one then.
All right. So that'll be a gold per shot.
Okay, so 5.
As they send the Hop, Skip, and Go Nakeds over, which is a light green mead that is sent over there, and yeah.
I'm still in quadruple digit gold. Hey, I don't buy dresses.
Also send a considerable amount of
Or-
change back to my family too.
Or rebuy them over and over and over.
I was like, stop blowing up on me. I wouldn't have to.
So after the 5 of them take those shots, they get really hammered. They just kind of stop participating. They're slurring and talking and just kind of out of it. But they're still very with it enough to be able to get up and be like, we're going out. And they just kind of leave and go off and start doing their own things.
Drinking!
And we will, after this, find out what happened to them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Bonnie, roll percentile.
All right. Percentile?
Sorry, we'll roll the sleight of hand check.
Logan, are you going to be using my favorite table?
Bonnie, you're at disadvantage. Yes, I am.
Yay!
At disadvantage, that is still a 20, but not natural.
Jesus.
I have a +8 to sleight of hand.
Why
so...
is she disadvantaged? Or are we all?
No, because I got a banana earlier. I had to choose what something bad happened to us. Something's up with the Bonnie, and I don't know what.
Someone's targeting her.
And that is a 14 on the die for the drink.
Okay. So, so nothing is on your brick. However, Bonnie, while you're putting the brick down, your brick slips out of your hand, and the entire tower falls.
The 20? Holy crap!
No, the 20 was to pull it out.
Oh, just with everyone else at the table, or everyone else in the bar.
I try to catch them.
You
Oh
catch
no!
some of them.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's a drinking game. Don't feel
It happens all
bad.
the time.
Can't win them all.
Your other left has a tendency to do that a lot.
Well,
Well,
Adelaide looks to the other teams. You're all welcome. You're 2 down now.
There's a couple that are down as well. And you see a couple tables are doing really well on top of that. But you do find something nice is that several people who have been enjoying things do buy you consolation drinks and shots. So you're welcome to pretty much have whatever you want. We will, yeah, so there's that. Sam kind of looks over at you, Bonnie, says, I thought you had a really good grip on that. It almost looked like it jumped out of your hand.
yeah, it was weird. I thought I had it too.
Well, you all drank a few that didn't seem to do anything. Maybe they did do something.
Sorry, I'm not reacting to what's happening. Just
Yep,
just
no,
read what
I
Matthew
saw it.
just said.
I saw it. For the podcast, just for the podcast, Matthew said she needs to shag Merrick and get that island blessing.
Get that island blessing.
Hey-yo.
Rock the boat.
Rock the boat, baby.
When
Yeah.
this boat's rocking, people are having sex in it.
Yeah, it was weird. First the banana, and now the brick. I don't
And now
understand.
the cat? Jeez.
Yeah,
It was a seagull.
strange.
It is kinda
Loud
weird.
seagull.
I want all seagulls on this island to just go. "Meow."
Yes, anytime you're a cat, it's all the seagulls in unison. Sam kind of looks over at Val, and as the music is playing, people kind of getting up, and the feel of the room is kind of changing a little bit as you're down to 2 or 3. It says, "You want to go snake rattle and roll with me?"
Clarification.
Literally.
You mean dance?
Yeah, what do you think I meant?
Never mind. Sure, I'll dance with you.
All right,
I'm not a great dancer.
it's all right. I can teach you.
Sure.
All right.
It's just like squash, except there's music.
He'll teach you some dance moves. He's actually a really good dancer. Does a lot of very interesting, kind of fluid beach dancing.
Bunny
So-
just kind of sits back and enjoys the show.
The show.
This is entertainment for Bonnie. She's like, yes, dance, dance for my amusement.
Bonnie, while you're sitting there on the chair, you hear this kind of, and then you hear this snap, and the entire chair collapses underneath you. couple people rush over and help you up. And soon
Adelaide
Merrick
tries
does
to
as well.
help. You
Thanks.
alright?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
What's
you,
going
Jinx, love.
I don't know. I'm gonna go for a walk. Maybe get some air.
I'll
Maybe
go
that'll
with.
help.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Merrick
Be
and
ashamed
Bonnie.
to not hold hands while I've got such more hands to hold with you.
You try to like interlock fingers, and it's like, how does that? I don't know how it works.
You have
Which
so
side
many
do we start
choices.
Oh.
As you get outside, as soon as you walk outside, all you hear is "Look out!" and a volleyball comes and just beans you right in the face.
I feel like we're in a Fairly Brothers movie right now.
You get a little bit
Maybe
of a
I should
nosebleed
just-
starting.
Maybe I should just go to bed.
If not in the place that has a bonfire on the roof.
Where do you recommend?
A hammock. We could just put up a hammock in between some trees
Okay.
in the jungle. Because what's the worst that could happen?
Nothing bad will happen there.
Oh.
What about maybe between some of the palm trees? Not quite in the jungle.
Sure.
You don't have to stay in the hammock. You can have a nice, comfortable bed.
I love hammocks.
Okay.
See, the secret is that you sleep in them at a slight angle, so you're actually still laying flat instead of being all shaped like a banana all night.
Very true.
Because I know you don't like bananas.
Also true.
So Bonnie, as you and Merrick start heading off to find a place to kind of settle down and get a hammock from somewhere, I'm sure there's plenty of places to get hammocks here.
I have a hammock in my bag.
Oh, okay. Do you have a hammock in your bag or a bedroll?
I have a hammock because
Oh,
my
okay.
dock hand.
Oh yeah, all right. Okay, sure. Sorry. So you start to set up your hammock. You start to dig through your bag. As you're digging through your bag to find your hammock, though, you find something else, something extra, something that was not there before. A small kind of cold stone, about the size of your palm. It fits in your hand fairly well. Long, feels carved.
What's this?
As you pull it out, it's a little tiny statue, kind of perfectly squared, and it's carved to look like a four-armed, maybe gorilla.
Have you seen this before? Because I don't remember having it.
Well, it must be cursed.
Leaning full into the fiction. Clearly.
I wonder if Addie would mind identifying it.
It's the demon gorilla of bad luck. The Baba Ook.
The Baba Ook?
The Baba.
You think that's what you think I'm cursed, babe?
I think that we should ask a local without showing them this rock, because if it actually is a symbol of cursed luck, then they would possibly wig the fuck out.
That's a good plan. Yeah, let's ask around.
Maybe Sam?
Yeah, let's go back and ask Sam, and then maybe I can get Adelaide to identify it discreetly away from the group, the masses as well.
Adelaide, Arthur asked you to dance because we were the only two left.
Dance what exactly?
With me.
Sure. And yeah, she'll drink. She'll down her juice as if she was finishing her drink, and she will dance with Arthur.
Bonnie is like very cautiously making her way back to the bar. She's like so scared to do anything.
Watching the floorboards, looking at the ceiling.
Just don't look
Not
at the
touching
sky.
anyone.
Why not the sky?
I don't trust those seagulls.
Oh, good plan. Good plan.
Remember that time you almost killed me? That was fun.
If you ever you ever want to try it again sometime.
It reminds me of a poem from my childhood. Aarakocra in the sky, drop the white thing in my eye. I'm just
Why?
glad Tarasques don't fly.
It's a
Also,
Very-
what the fuck's wrong with you? You're a sentient person. Don't poop on me.
That's those are some wise words.
Don't give the DM ideas.
So you guys head back to the bar where Val and Sam are dancing.
And Arthur and Adelaide.
Awesome. And they're boogieing out. What do you do?
Sam first, then Adelaide.
Sure.
All right. Bonnie will walk up to him. Excuse me, Sam. Could I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, sure.
Just keep dancing.
Are there any like island myths or anything about tourists with bad luck? Like people where like bad stuff happened to them? Like the brick almost jumping out of my hand earlier? Is that like a thing that happens, or is it like there's
Oh,
a
there's
legend
some
like that?
silly legends like of the curse of the Baba Ook.
The Curse of the Baba Ook. What's that?
Oh, it's like this creature called the Giralon. They were worshipped on this island for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They're like big four-armed white apes.
Oh. And why aren't they worshipped anymore?
I don't know. They don't exist here anymore. I don't know if they ever did. But occasionally people say that they've heard of things like that happened, and they blame it on the Baba Ook. You know who would know more about that is Mama Doe.
Mama Doe? Where would I find Mama Doe?
Oh, she's just the edge of the jungle. Big hut,
Huh.
can't miss her.
Maybe I'll go visit her. I assume that would be a daytime visit. It's kind of late, huh?
Oh, she prefers night, but you can do day too.
Oh.
I don't think she sleeps.
Just straight into the jungle?
Oh, it's right at the edge of town. You can see it from town.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. Enjoy your dancing.
Oh, I always do.
Looking good, Val. Did you catch that, Merrick?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I volunteered to go to the edge of the jungle earlier, and
You
now
did.
we know that we're going to the edge of the jungle. So,
Should we tell the others we're going to the edge of the jungle?
Adelaide,
Yeah.
Party mom. Tell her.
Mummy,
Nope.
Mum.
If he approached her like that, she'd just completely walk the other direction.
I was picturing a mule kick.
That just brings up the Adelaide's my mom, but I'll be your daddy joke to me. So do you go over to Adelaide, or is
Yeah.
Bonnie and
Yeah, Miracle
Would you like
groove
to,
on up to Adelaide.
would you like to step in, Merrick?
I'll just join in for a moment. We're gonna go to the edge of the jungle to speak to a creepy old lady about a curse.
Wow.
Now we're
Is
late.
is that something you need help with? That feels sudden and out of nowhere.
Well, it's one of those things that you just follow the plot line, and
Huh. But there's also, that old wives' tale about not splitting the party.
oh sure, if you guys are done, then by all means come with.
Is it like life-threatening, or you just curious, academic curiosity?
Well, it could potentially build up to be life-threatening, but it seems rather innocuous at this point. Oh, you mean going out to the jungle? I've no idea.
I meant either, so sure. Did you manage to get yourself cursed, Merrick? We've been here for like hours.
Not me. And he pointedly looks over at Bonnie's direction.
That makes more sense. Adelaide looks to Arthur. Curious about curses?
As soon as the dance song is done.
Adelaide just smirks. Okay, fine. Merrick, give us... What was it, third iteration? Okay, yeah, give us a minute and a half.
Sure.
Okay.
Meet you outside?
Sure.
Wherever it's safest for her.
We'll try to wave and get Val's attention.
She looks over at him.
Gestures wrap it up. We're heading out. And then
Okay.
he'll groove back on over to Bonnie.
Looks like you've got some important work to do.
Yeah, it looks like we might have a job. I mean, technically, there was a potential for us to have a job while we were here, so.
Oh, that's. What do you do?
Well, I guess technically I have two jobs. I'm one of the Knights of Joy and Sorrow. And she's dancing as she's saying this. And I'm also Birchfield Seeker. Not Seeker, Birchfield Proctor.
Joy and sorrow. Why do you champion both?
We're the Knights of Wayuna, basically. It's because she presides over the fields of joy and the plains of sorrow. So we're the Knights of Joy and Sorrow.
Cool.
Song change. I gotta go.
Yeah,
but-
no, I understand.
Thank you. Tonight was fun. Dancing was fun. It was nice to meet you. We'll probably be around for a few days.
Does that mean you wanna hook up again?
Yeah, tonight was fun. I would hang out again.
Cool. See you then. Whatever it is.
Somewhere in the distance.
You know where I'll be.
Bonnie. We all know where he'll be.
And he just kind of dances and gets over the barn. He hangs out there because he hangs out there anyway. So, and you guys head off.
The moment that Adelaide and Arthur step out of the B&B and Adelaide sees Bonnie, she just makes this, "Oh, honey," sort of face at Bonnie.
Did you step in something?
No, but I found this weird, creepy statue in my bag that I did not put in there.
Did you try getting rid of it?
Well, the first thing I thought of was to go get Adelaide to identify what the hell, and Merrick thought maybe it'd be a good idea to ask the locals without creeping them out about it. And then I guess there's a legend of Baba Ook who likes to have bad luck for tourists. And yeah, so she opens up her bag to show the four-armed gorilla statue. I guess these things used to be worshipped on the island, and now bad luck is blamed on them.
All right. So you're gonna go do what exactly? Merrick's mentioned a creepy ass lady.
Sam said something named Mama. Was it Mama?
Doe.
What was it? Mama Doe was someone who could help and would know more. So I thought it might be good.
A local expert would probably
Yeah.
be a smart idea. By the way, I'm not going to touch that.
Blame you.
Just in case it's, contagious.
Val comes out. So what's going on? Did Robin contact us with a job?
No, circumstance and misfortune did.
What do you mean?
I got cursed by a mama, the Baba Ook.
By a mama.
You got cursed by a what?
Cursed by a Baba.
Wait, is that why you were asking Sam about local legends?
Yeah. Found this creepy four-armed gorilla statue in my bag. I did not put it in there. I do not know why it is in there.
I would assume prank. Someone decided to pull a prank on a tourist, and hopefully it's innocuous. Adelaide leads into Bonnie's view because Django games aren't a big deal. So far, very little has happened.
I'm not so worried about the Django game so much as the painful drop from the chair breaking underneath me, and then the volleyball to the face I took when I walked outside.
Oh, all right. This is escalating a little more than I'm comfortable with. We'll figure it out. Let's go find this Mama Doe.
Yeah.
You guys start heading to the edge of town. As you guys headed to the edge where the jungle becomes the thickest, right at the edge of the beach, you see, while it's not as close as he kind of made it seem, because the edge of the jungle is for a ways between the city, because they didn't want the jungle coming up like right into the city. You can see a little light on what may be a little cottage right at the edge of the jungle there.
Well, I guess this is the place.
Want me to go knock?
Yeah, let's,
We can all go. It's fine.
that sounds good.
As you guys walk up to the hut, it is just right in the sand at the edge of the jungle there. It's fairly well constructed and well taken care of. It looks like the stoop has been swept off regularly, although there's a little bit of sand right where you walk in. There are like footprints around you, barefoot footprints it looks like near here. So it looks like they like to walk around in the sand barefoot. The sand is relatively clean here, being this close to the jungle. In most other places this close, there's like debris and things that come in, but it looks like it might be raked here or something to keep it nice and smooth consistency. And you can't see inside, it's shuttered, but you see the light coming through the shutters. It's a sizable hut, not incredibly huge, but it's several hundred square feet easily. And you would guess that it's easily big enough for you all to be inside of. A very like a medium-sized apartment maybe overall. as you walk up to the front door, the first thing you immediately notice is that up in the rafters on this thatched roof, there's a very large snake coiled up there. Very, very large. You would guess maybe 9 or 10 feet long. And at the thickest spot, it's about that big around. It seems to be sleeping right now, but it is coiled up there. It's not like right above the door. It's just kind of off to one side, but it is there.
I knocked.
Okay. A few moments later, the door opens, and there's a lantern being held up in your faces, and you can see this kind of hunched, older crone-like woman. It's got kind of very kind of a little bit of a tanned, very dark tan skin, and with wrinkled, almost leathery, with dark brown hair, tied back, very thick, coarse brown hair tied back, and she looks up at each of you and just kind of looks around. How can I help you?
We're looking for Mama Doe.
Oh, you found her, Mama Doe.
Sam sent us.
Mama Donacious. What can I do for you?
Any relation to Pug or Egg?
Egg? It sounds like a relative of mine.
It's nice to meet you.
What can I do for you?
I found a strange statue in my bag that
Your
I
aura
didn't...
seems off.
She's very astute.
You're falling in love.
Oh, not what I meant.
She goes bright red. I
Monkey on your back? She laughs and kind of goes inside, leaving the door open.
Fucking Yoda dwarf.
May we come in?
That's why the door was left open. Not from around here, are you?
Didn't want to
Can
assume.
Snake come in?
He prefers it out there, but he's got a door.
How big is the door?
Snake size.
Beautiful.
It's like a cat door. Got a little flap on it.
Very tiny.
yeah, Bonnie will come in.
All right, so sit down. And she's, as you walk in, this place is, it's a little witchy cottage. It's got a lot of different spell components that you recognize, some that you don't, all over the walls and things. And very much a sort of just kind of just looking to see what it looks like.
Yeah, basically.
What you would kind of expect from an old crone living at the edge of the beach. There's more shells around than you've seen before. There's a couple of turtles swimming inside of a little vat, and she's got some things boiling on the stove. Well, so what can I do for you? What is it that brought you here?
Sam mentioned something about the legend of the
Sam
Baba
or
Ook.
Sam? There's lots of Sam.
Sam.
Ah, yes. Okay, lovely fellow.
Yes, he seems very nice.
Yes.
Mentioned something about the curse of the Baba Ook.
Oh, the curse of the Baba Ook. Well, why would you be thinking about that?
Because I found a statue in my bag that does not belong to me and has gorilla arms on it, and
Found a statue in your
bad
bag.
luck seems to
Yes.
be following me.
Yes. There's only one way to pass on the Baba Ook. And that's to pass it on, literally. Anyone who touches any of the holy relics, they must give it to another.
Well, I haven't touched it, it's just in my bag.
And I think it was implied that you did touch it. You
Yeah, I
felt that you
probably
would felt
did.
it first, but it doesn't matter. It's symbolic. Once it's passed on and given to another person. Well, that's
So I
only.
have-
Well, it's one way of doing it. Oh, it's really the only way. You will need to find someone to pass it on to.
But I don't want anybody to get cursed with bad luck.
How bad of a bad luck are we talking?
How bad's it been?
I've gotten mildly injured a little bit.
You're lucky.
Ooh.
So it can be worse.
I've seen it be pretty bad. This is why I tell everyone, don't touch the Babadook. Don't touch any of their holy relics if you find them. Oh, people just can't help themselves, especially children. Especially children named Greg.
Well, I don't.
Why don't we?
I
Go
might be able to help
to, like-
you. I'll have to consult the island.
Please?
Could we just leave it for somebody to touch?
Oh no, you must actively give it over. You must leave it with someone. They can willingly take it, but you still have to will it to them.
Do they have to be alive?
Typically, yes. They at least have to be able to accept it.
So we find a zombie.
Not because-
zombies are not intelligent enough. I've seen my fair share.
See,
I've
But,
raised a
I
family
mean-
or two.
God damn it.
She starts to collect different things while Merrick is talking and putting them down.
but people leave offerings on graves all the time, and it's implied that, it's offerings for the dead.
How much
Right.
more bad luck do you think they could have?
Infinite.
I was gonna say, ask Val. She might have some insight on that subject.
So you'd like to curse them for all eternity? Well, that's horrible.
I don't want to
No.
curse anybody.
Well,
Slightly
you may
inconvenient
not
for
have
them,
any
but-
options. Let me see here. And she starts to put together this kind of weird concoction, and starts to put together all of these different these different unguents and liquids, and they start to kind of boil them all by themselves inside of this bowl. It starts to just bubble and pop with these little tiny puffs of smoke until she adds just this last little drop of maybe a coriander seed or something, and all of a sudden, just this smoke just starts pouring up and out, and you kind of see her face through all of it, and her eyes have gone over completely white, and she says, "Seek thee the man in summer, yet at winter's door, with name of 3 and legs soon sore. A fresh face upon the sand, a deal for his life, 100 grand." And the smoke dissipates, and her eyes return to normal, and she, oh dear, was that there helpful at all?
Yes.
Only if somebody wrote it down.
Adelaide was furiously writing it after like a sentence or so. Like,
All right, hold on.
Yeah, and can Logan repeat that so that Heather, the note taker, can
I'm about to
copy it
give it to you,
down?
but it was.
I love vicariously note taking for Heather. Adelaide's very conscientious about her note taking.
It says, "Find ye the man in summer, yet at winter's door, with name of 3 and legs soon sore. A fresh face upon the sand, a deal for his life, 100 grand."
So we need a candy bar.
We could find one nestled away somewhere.
Check your pockets.
Oh, that. I hope that's helpful. I really do hope that you'll be able to find what you need.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Is there do you accept payment? I'm not sure what I can do.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
that would be fine. If you could do me one favor, and she goes over and she reaches underneath this into this crate, and you hear this kind of almost like a kind of a squealing kind of sound. And she pulls out this large, weird shape, sort of like a large rat rodent. Looks like an all brown hamster-like, but raccoon-sized. And says, "Oh, could you feed Fluffy outside?"
Sure. No
Mhm.
problem.
My pleasure.
She'll hand you off the rodent.
Thank you.
We'll tell Ig you said hi.
Oh, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, here, you'll need this. And she hands you a bowl and some kibble.
I try a piece of kibble.
It's gross.
All right.
I'll feed Fluffy on the way out.
What does that mean?
Hmm?
What does that mean?
It means that I feed the snake.
How do you feed the snake?
You gotta take responsibility, Mike.
Is this like have we reached the Zork portion of
Is
the
this
adventure?
a test?
This
Use
is the-
matchstick on door.
This is the Zoo Books version of the trolley problem.
Is the rat alive? The rodent alive?
Oh yeah, it's squeaking and squealing.
I see if it likes the kibble.
It loves the kibble.
All right. So I wake the snake.
To Shenanigans.
Okay, the
And
snake
I
wakes
put-
up and kind of looks at you.
We love that you subscribed. You've tuned in to Shenanigans, and no one here was
That's really
bride.
quiet.
Mayhem, magic, mystery is
It's really hard to dance.
usually the vibe.
It's very hard to dance.
So strap in for Shenanigans. You're awesome.
Thank you, anonymous gifter.
Thank you
Thanks for the sub.
for the sub. I wake the snake and I put the rat in the bowl of kibble
Explain
and
what you
set it.
Okay, so the rat
And then-
is sitting there nibbling at the kibble very
And
happily.
then I put the bowl by the snake's head.
Okay, and the snake kind of like noses at the rat a little bit and then seems to go back to sleep.
I wake the snake again.
Maybe the rat is Fluffy.
He kind of starts tightening up over his head.
I knock on the door again.
Yes,
Which one's Fluffy?
the fluffy one.
There's a very large snake outside. Are
That's
you familiar
Scaly.
with it?
Hmm.
Oh,
It's a good thing that Scaly wasn't hungry.
No, they're best of friends.
perfect.
Right, well, Fluffy's been fed.
Thank you.
That did not go how I was expecting.
Have a good evening.
You as well. All right, so you guys head off.
So we gotta go find.
Dak.
Why Dak?
He's the only person that I know that has 3 letters in their name.
Eh.
And his legs will be very sore in the morning.
I
Why?
don't know.
And he's been in the sand. His face was in it.
I thought that meant like somebody new to the island. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I was seeing it, as someone new. I mean, ye men in summer, yet at winter's door makes me feel like someone on the island, but who's potentially very old or near the end of their natural lifespan.
Yeah.
Name of 3 could be 3 letters. It could also be 3 names.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the other stuff.
Well,
Perhaps we sleep on.
okay.
You gonna be alright, Bonnie?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
It's just Merrick may have brought up a good point that a place with a bonfire on the roof may not be the best place for me to be staying, so I'm in a hammock, trees, yeah.
Well, maybe back on the
Fine.
ship.
Everybody makes a face.
Hammock in the tree line, I think will be fine.
All right,
Bonnie,
go ahead and push.
I'll take it for the evening.
I don't know if that fixes Bonnie's problem, and then we might end up with just 2 people with bad luck curses.
I appreciate the offer greatly, but
Oh, you could give it however if you want to.
I would feel really. I can't. I'm sorry, Arthur. I thank you though. I appreciate it. I would hate for something even worse to happen to you. If Mama notices that I've been fairly lucky so far, then maybe I'll be able to mitigate it for a little while longer.
Speaking of, and Val puts her hand on Bonnie's shoulder and casts Death Ward.
Hey, look at that. See,
Nice.
you're fine.
Just in case. This will help you keep you from dying at least one time
Oh, that's
Why
for the
good.
next 8 hours.
Why don't we treat it like we're, out in the wild and take watch?
Oh, I would hate for you guys to miss out on comfortable bed and breakfast, but if you guys
We can
want, I
come
won't
back
say no.
inside for the
Oh yeah,
breakfast
that's true.
part.
That's true. All right,
This is fun.
And
all right.
far more familiar in terms of how we tend to spend time together.
All right.
Also true.
All right, so let's go ahead and skip through the night. Nothing incredibly bad happens in the night, Bonnie, but something in the morning is going to happen. What is it? Something mild.
Pick your
If Merrick and Bonnie share a hammock, the second that Merrick leaves the hammock, it just collapses with Bonnie still in it, and she just immediately thuds to the ground.
Aw,
fish in a net.
And it's basically stuck in it.
stuck in it. Yeah, needs help to get out. Perfect.
Yep.
All right, which America's right there, of course.
How did this not?
How did
You're
this
supposed to sleep in
happen?
it at an angle, like I said.
I was.
So, all right. So that's the next morning. So what are you doing here in the morning?
Trying to
Breakfast?
solve a puzzle.
If you'd
Breakfast
like-
would be good.
If you'd like to continue staying out here, we could bring some out.
That sounds like a good plan.
Alright.
I'll sit tight and ruminate on this, and maybe I'll come up with something.
I'm gonna ask around for any place named Winters.
Yep. Nothing like that. I don't like to
Adelaide's
think
gonna...
about winter here.
Oh, cold. Why would you want to think about that? Adelaide's gonna collect breakfast for anybody who was outside or talking to people. Just like getting basically like, can I get a picnic basket of some of the breakfast
Sure.
food?
Yeah, they'll do that for you. So while you guys are, you guys just went back to the bed and breakfast to get breakfast, is what you did?
Yeah.
So out on the beach, as you come out, you see the princess and Dak out there having like a picnic breakfast out on the beach.
Good for them.
Merrick,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, maybe you're right. Go kick him in the shin.
I don't think you can force fate's hand quite like that, but I mean, it's worth a shot.
I did stay behind. She didn't want to risk it.
You're
Merrick
going
will,
alone, Merrick?
Yeah.
All right. So you head over there as they're sitting there kind of eating, and they're laughing a bit. Give me an insight check.
Okay. Have to look up what my insight skill is. It's been a while. Alright, insight. That's a 10.
Okay. They're laughing and having breakfast.
Hello.
The princess looks up first and smiles and nods. Yes?
I just, Princess Tulip, yes?
Yes.
I just have to say, you're a very good artist.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does the phrase 100 grand mean anything to either of you?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Better than last time, please. It is better than last time with a total of 14.
So the princess kind of shakes her head a little bit, but Dak looks up at you and kind of eyes you for just a quick moment, in a way that you might look someone over trying to really understand them, like what hidden motives they might have. You can tell he's like kind of studying you a bit, and then he says, "No."
Well, I heard a puzzle the other night, and it involved somebody, and your name immediately came to mind, Mr. Dak. So I thought I would just come and see, if there was the remotest chance that you might, understand it. If not, that's fine. But
I'm not sure how my name would come to mind. I've never been here.
right, fresh face on the sand and all that.
Yeah, and Dak's not even my real name.
Ah. You mind if I ask what your real name is? If that's not
Do. What is it? Do you need something from me?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just supposed to find. Are your legs sore?
No. And the princess giggles a little bit. Why would they be?
I don't know.
You're very strange, but I know that you helped us and saved us, so I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt here, but why do you think this has anything to do with me?
Has your hair? Is his hair white?
No.
Okay. I thought I remembered his hair being white. That's what.
Thought it wasn't, was
Also-
it? I don't have my notes up for him. I'm sorry.
I think
thought
it
it
was blonde. I think
It
that
was very, very blonde, yeah.
Okay, all right. I've got this poem, and I'm trying to figure out what it means. And your name just popped into my head, right? So here it is. Find ye the man in summer, yet at winter's door. And he proceeds to say the entire riddle prophecy. Any thoughts?
Why do you need to find this man? And the princess obviously now is kind of connected to what you're saying and is just silent.
Well, a friend of mine inadvertently was gifted something that she should not have received, and in her, if it was up to her, she would not have taken ownership of it, and because of it, she is. a bit fucked.
Okay.
Good for her.
Just a bit though.
All right. And what? How can I help?
I don't know. I've told you all I know.
He kind of looks at the princess and she smiles and nods a little bit. And he says, I think it is about me. I'm a little concerned. Who told you about all of that?
The old lady witch on the edge of the jungle seemed like,
The princess goes, oh, Mama Doe, she's very smart.
Mama Donacious.
Does she have a last name? I didn't know that.
It seems so. It's like she's a fully realized character.
I'm going to finish breakfast, and then I'm going to be leaving town. I won't be back. You can meet me, where can I meet you? In, say, an hour.
How about Muscular Beach?
All right, so I'll meet you at Muscular Beach in 1 hour.
Sounds great. I'm gonna scalper off and let you to your breakfast because it looks lovely. You're both lovely. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. And they go back and finish their breakfast. And have sex.
And marriage scrubbers off.
And then they drink. Yeah.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay!
Adelaide has retrieved a basket of
Was that really only our
breakfast
first one?
sandwiches.
All right, you got breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
I did make a Monty Python joke, but it wasn't movie related.
Yes, it was just the fact of Monty Python.
The fact of Monty Python. All right, so you got sandwiches?
Yeah, like big sub sandwiches that have breakfast food inside them. I figured. That's all Adelaide says. Hands Arthur one.
Oh, I will dance with you again. And again and again if you bring me these.
There is a note in Arthur's sandwich.
I bite into it. And then
There's just a note in the sandwich that says, "Thank you for the dance. It's been a while," and that's all it says. But it's in Adelaide's journal paper. Or maybe there was like, "It's been a will," because the E's been bitten off.
You didn't wrap the sandwich in the paper? You put the note inside the.
No, sorry, I forgot this. It was all in my head. The sandwiches were wrapped, and the paper was in the wrapping. I should have clarified. I just think Arthur just bit into the paper.
in my haste, I nibbled a little.
It's like that cheese that you get at In-N-Out, where all of the cheese has been stuck on the paper, and you're like,
No, it's edible wax paper. It's basically like a rice, like a spring roll, wrapping around the sandwich.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
So, Bonnie, what horrible thing happens to you while they're taking their time doing this? No. So, an hour later, because we need to move along here, we need to wrap up. You guys head over to Muscular Beach, where Val will see Sam working out. But you see Dak sitting out front, and he's got a backpack with some provisions. It looks like he's going to go out for a hike or something. As soon as he sees you, he kind of stands up and walks over to you.
Everyone, you remember Dak?
Hi.
He looks a little less happy and go lucky than he normally is. He seems a little somber.
Is everything okay?
Hasn't been for a very long time, but that's all right. So You have a problem, and I am here to help.
I came about this statue in my bag, and in order to get unstuck with it, I need to give it to somebody, but I don't want to pass on bad luck to anyone. I don't know how this is gonna solve that. She kind of looks
Well,
at Merrick confusedly.
Your riddle from Mama, whoever it was, that should have told you quite a lot.
But you're dying, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. At least I'll be able to do some good with my life.
What's eating you then?
Oh, it's this it's this horrible disease. It's called brain cloud. It's an infectious disease. It doesn't go away. Can't be
Have you
healed.
tried to get a second opinion?
Several opinions. They all came up the same, but that's all right. I've left my sister 100,000 gold to take care of her and her entire family in exchange for me going up there and throwing myself in that volcano.
Oh,
What?
In exchange,
Yes,
What?
yes. See, there seems to be some sort of strange sort of ritual that's done every year here on this island, but none of the locals want to do it anymore. So they needed a volunteer.
oh,
So, since I will soon be dead, I would be glad to take and do one last good deed for a stranger and take this idol off your hands.
everybody looks to Bonnie, I assume.
I mean, he's dying anyway.
He's gotten a second opinion. I mean,
It's done. Second opinion.
are you
brain cloud?
sure? I don't want to. If this is something you are choosing to do of your own free will, then fine. But I don't want you to feel guilted into it or anything like that.
Well, I'm taking care of my family, which means a great deal to me. My sister took care of me.
Bonnie is gonna open up her bag.
What sort of illness is brain cloud?
Infectious.
How infectious?
Very.
Inside check?
It's some sort of magic disease. I don't know anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, Adelaide did not say inside check out loud. Inside check.
How did you contract it?
Magically.
Has Val heard of this? Has Val heard of brain clouds?
Give me a medicine check. Or an arcana check.
Okay, I'm gonna go with medicine. I rolled a 16, so that's gonna be a 23.
You have heard of something called brain cloud before, yes, and it is a real disease. That there is no seemingly known cure for, but they don't really know what causes it either.
I'm really sorry, Dak. I've heard of brain clouds. I know they haven't found a cure for it.
Going out on a limb here. But maybe it's bad luck that caused you to contract brain cloud in the first place. So having a talisman that also grants bad luck will reverse it, and you won't be experiencing that bad luck anymore.
I'm assuming you've had this many years of mathematics training and you're relying on that right now. Not sure two negatives make a positive in this case, Merrick.
If it's an absolute value of luck, then that's some training. Come on.
Sorry.
Oh, Bonnie.
If you're sure. I don't
think it's going to be a big deal. It's all right.
She takes the statue out of her bag and offers it to him. She doesn't like force it on him. She just holds it out
take
if
it.
he chooses to take. Thank
Are you willing to give over this bad luck to him?
Oh God.
You have to be willing to let him have it.
She's not.
Bonnie. Why do you look like that?
Because I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Worst case scenario, he trips on a stick on his way up to a volcano to throw himself into it. I don't think we have any right to tell him how to go his own way. He's doing us a favor and it'll only marginally, temporarily inconvenience him.
She lets him take the statue.
But are you willing to allow him to take the bad luck with it?
I don't know that she would voice that.
You don't have to voice
honestly,
it, but is Bonnie willing to do that?
No, she's not.
Then it doesn't go anywhere.
She would not willingly let someone else be hurt in any way. It's not who she is. But she'd give over the statue,
All right.
thinking
So-
maybe that would do it.
He'll take the statue and he'll say, all right, well, can't get much worse, I guess. So, if you need me, I'll be dead. Have a good one. And he turns and starts walking.
Is there anything you'd like us to do?
No.
You want us to go with you?
No.
I mean, how long is it as far as a journey to the mountain is concerned?
Not that far. I'm going to be taking that. And he points to this this carriage. It's got this kind of open, short, almost like a cart that's laid down, and the sides kind of go up over the wheels a little bit. It's all beautifully bright red with two beautiful horses in the front. I'll be driving that. So it's very fast.
Do you have a... I assume based on the riddle, and Merrick might have said something to us, I don't know. Dak, how might I credit you? I want to make sure the Birchfield understands that you took something to protect one of our own, and you deserve at least a bit of recognition for that.
Oh, my name?
Yes.
Oh, Arbuckle. Joe Arbuckle.
Thank you, Joe.
And he kind of reaches in his pocket to take out the idol and to put it back up on the hood of this carriage, but he can't find it. Let me see where that little thing went.
No.
He's frantically looking.
Let's check our bags.
Bonnie, first pocket you open in your bag. It's sitting inside of your bag.
How? I handed it to him, right? Like I'm not imagining this, right?
Bonnie,
But did you
you
give
did
it
it
to
through. Yeah, through
You
gritted
had
teeth.
the look. If you can't give it to a stranger, then give it to me. I will take your bad luck.
I don't think that's gonna make it any easier.
Nobody kick you in the leg.
No. I'll try it again.
Think of it like a job. You've got this
Bonnie.
job to do. You can get the job, but can you do the job?
Alright. She hands it out to him again. 2, I guess.
You sure this time?
Yeah.
Bonnie, Wayuna does reward those who sacrifice for others.
Alright. Just don't want to be the disaster of more than one group of people.
I think a volcano trumps handing him an idol.
Okay.
You didn't give him brain fog. Brain cloud. Whatever it's called.
Brain cloud.
Brain fog is something different.
Alright.
Brain fog is curable.
Thank you, Jack.
Yes, thank you.
Should we come with you?
He already said no.
I got it. So he takes the idol, he sticks it up on the dash of the carriage vertible, and starts.
Does the statue magically start shaking back and
Yes,
forth?
it
as he's
absolutely
driving?
does start to just wiggle back and forth as he starts to head up the mountain.
Very odd vacation.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of today really counts as a vacation.
I had a blast.
Is that what those sandwiches are called?
Best day ever.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Do you want someone to come with?
I already nudged Merritt. Like, I kind of nudged Merritt forward.
No thanks.
Bonnie
Ask
and
again.
Val leans over and hugs Bonnie.
I'll be fine. I'm just gonna. I'm fine.
You're not, but, you know. You know where to find us.
I know. You guys should go try that wheels on shoes thing.
Have fun. We'll be around when you get back.
And, Bonnie's gonna go off and try and contact Ari and see how Ari's doing. Okay.
She answers to Aquiel now.
Empress of the Seas.
She doesn't respond to anything you send her.
Okay. That does not help her.
She
at
makes
all.
herself sadder. She's like,
Oh no!
what can I do to make myself even feel worse?
So, the next day, middle of the day, you guys have been relaxing a little bit, probably feeling a little bit better. Bonnie, you haven't had any curses around. You see that strange family, the very large family, walking around again. You hear one of the children being yelled at. Their name is Greg, and you kind of all of a sudden start thinking about what Mama Doe said, and wonder if maybe that, since it all seemed to have started right when you ran into this family before, maybe that's what ended up happening there. Yeah, so it's kind of a casual day. Val, do you go and see Sam again?
Sure. She'll actually probably go work out at Muscular Beach.
It's forearm
Because
play.
it's
Excellent. All right. And then at some point when you guys are gathering kind of towards the evening, you look out onto the beach and you see Princess Tulip there with Dak.
Does Bonnie see this too?
Everybody does.
Well,
Go say hi.
yeah.
So as you go over and to say hi, he gets up and he sees you and he smiles. And hey, it turns out the volcano didn't want me.
Isn't that always the case?
It really is. It did, however, want the convertible. So it took that and the horses, unfortunately. But the cart also took the idol, which I haven't had any bad luck.
Note to self: chuck things in volcanoes.
Nature's garbage disposal.
Maybe. The indigenous people here were happy with what had been done, and my sister will get to keep the money. I'm asking for a little bit of a loan because I think I'm going to buy a house here. And he kind of smiles to Princess Tulip.
Okay. I wish you very much happiness.
I don't know how long I have, but we'll see.
Make the most of what you got.
Maybe get a third opinion.
There you go.
I can take a look if you
Go check
want,
to Mama Doe.
but I haven't worked with Brain Cloud personally.
Maybe later. I'm busy.
So you need to notify the captain that you're not getting back on the ship.
No, I don't think I need to go anywhere near the captain ever.
All right.
Gotcha.
Let's just say that I was never an official member of the crew.
Respect.
When you're dying, you do strange things.
Well done.
You hear the princess mumble something about getting naked while some crazy lady draws him.
Jack should just no. Never mind. I won't make that joke.
Your dick's been on me face.
Please end it there.
And on that note,
Oh man.
I think that's exactly where we're going to end this episode. Next time we will go ahead and wrap up. We will learn the truth about why the ship's chef hates Merrick. We will learn the truth about the trip home, and we will do our save point next time. You guys will level. So we'll do all of that. It'll be fairly casual episode next time, even more casual than the Joe versus the Volcano, Garfield in Paradise / Brady Bunch Beach episode that we just had here. So thank you all. Oh, of course. Thank you guys for the raid. We really appreciate it. We're wrapping up. We will pass it on. We will find something to raid.
I
You
have a thing.
What thing?
that can pad real quick.
Go for it, real quick.
While we were heading back on the boat, Adelaide would have checked her compass and tried to contact Robin with the compass.
Okay, to do what?
Double check on to check and see if they had heard anything from the ocean people yet. Out of professional curiosity.
So they would have told you that yes, they did hear from the ocean people. They would have told you that that half of each of the groups was slaughtered by some large creatures, some sort of kraken-like creatures. They were ripped to shreds minutes after you left. They seem to be blaming their leader's daughter for some reason, but they don't have any more details.
Oh God, do something for yourself. For
To shreds, you say?
Okay. How's everything else though? Is it
We've got the compass. We're very happy.
I meant, is there peace in that place, or is everyone warring again?
I don't know if there's enough people to war, but it's no longer our concern.
Adelaide rolls her eyes at that. All right, very good.
You did a very good job.
Pardon the possible impertinence. You seem in a very good mood, and that is very unlike you.
I seem to be in a mood of someone who is finally able to start being proud of their proctors. They are accomplishing things without any negative reports coming back. Nothing you've done has caused anything horrible to happen. You have received everything you've brought back. What more could I possibly be? Why would I be anything but happy?
Your general temperament and everything I've ever known about you since meeting you?
Well, next time you screw up, I'm sure you'll see that person again.
Warning taken. Have yourself a great day, Robin.
Oh, I will. Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you. And Adelaide puts that compass away and feels like very, very uncomfortable. Oh, nice Robin. Weird. And then proceeds to tell everybody what happened. So everyone hears the fact that there was a slaughter, and as far as it seems, but it's not like, I mean, yes, it's terrible. Meta conversation though, but at least they're not all dead.
They're only mostly dead.
So those things that Ari was writing when she said goodbye to us. Oh boy.
All right, and we did say we were going to wrap up there, so we're going to go ahead and cut it there. Thank you guys, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the raid, guys, last minute. Dice Priori, so we can go take a look at that channel and make sure that we... Priori?
It looks like Priori? Yeah, Priori or Priori.
I don't know, I like
we'll look it up and we'll say it right next time.
And we'll do it wrong next time on purpose. So thank you guys for raiding. Really appreciate it. If you guys are still here, let's all go on. We're going to go ahead and go raid some of our friends over at Perception Studio.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to see some fun friends over there. And I'm sorry, my mic's still a little echoey. I'm still working on getting everything set up here. We'll get it all fixed hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Now that we finally settled in and moved here, I know that I was accused of having a boring backdrop, and I will work on fixing that.
How dare Kyle? You know he's in the middle of moving or packing.
And we'll get that all fixed.
They really liked the box.
Thank you, M. Conson, for the follow. We really appreciate that. Our little snail bro there saying hi. But thank you guys again. We really appreciate it. Go check out our sponsors, Die Hard Dice and World Anvil. And thank you once again to the Reverbivores for the use of their music tonight. You can find them on the reverbivores.bandcamp.com for our special beach episode. If you did not catch this episode and you are really, really into 80s nostalgia beach stuff, then go back and watch this episode, as there's a lot of references that we throw in here and there, including all of the Brady Bunch, Joe versus the Volcano, and the Garfield in Paradise, which is one of my favorites, and I can't believe anybody got that reference. So that was really amazing. So thank you guys all, and we will see you there. Let's go ahead and raid Perception Studios. What's our raid cry?
The volcano didn't want me.
Volcano
That's
didn't
really
want
long.
Joe.
Too long.
That's too
true.
long.
Baba Ook.
Baba Ook.
Baba Ook.
Baba Ook. All right, we'll go over there. We'll say Baba Ook. We'll scream that and not give any context. All right, guys, we love you all.
Excellent.
We really appreciate you. Be awesome to one another, and we shall see you next week on Shenanigoons right here. Bye.
Bye.